Is this a good place for my camera to be? I wonder. Today. I wonder if it is. Welcome to the stream. Harry, how's it going? Did you know... Oh, of course you didn't, you're a fake geek. The design of the C-3PO was a tribute, because we can't assume that George Lucas stole anything, of course, to Maria, the female robot from Metropolis. I'm trying to know if 3CPO is the tiny one or the big one. It's the big one. And you say Metropolis. I do not know Metropolis. Those two are almost identical, except 3CPO is male. Yep, the big one. That's interesting. I mean, I know George Lucas is very much that kind of author. But yeah, as I said many times, I've never watched the movies, and honestly don't have much intention to watch them, because every time I hear something about them, it's oh, I can right click and go up and down. I didn't realize that. It's always learning in this game. Control is in fact basically right click. Every time I hear about the movies, people are like, nobody's very excited about Star Wars movies. Apart from before they see them. Before they see them, and like, oh, I want to see the next Star Wars movie. And then after they see them, they're not excited anymore. Or as excited, anyway. This.
My life for yours.
Who sent you?
I serve my master. I am an emissary.
1927 German expressionist art movie.
I was unaware of its nature. Of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know. And that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
If she's telling the truth, then it means that her master, when he saw... Well, it actually makes some sense. I think, because her master let us go when we found him the first time around. Obviously, I don't know that our character knows who her master is, but we'll see. Maybe, I mean, we know that her master, like, she's one of the Sith hunting the Jedi down. But I think what her master wanted to do was to kill Kreia. Maybe? At the beginning of the game? I need to know where I can find your master.
You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready.
You are in no position to permit anything.
If I bring you before my master,
let's see how this is go. That's it. Yeah. Let's see how this goes.
Then you will be lost.
In terms of me being mean to her.
It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter. I order you to take me to him. It is a choice that can be made by neither one of us.
I don't know if this is gonna go well.
Do not be so quick to meet that which you do not understand. Use the time you have now to grow, to train, and to strengthen yourself.
I'm ready to confront him now.
You will meet my master. It is inevitable. I have seen it. And when you stand before him and realize what you face, you must be prepared. Until then, I must protect you, help you, until you are ready.
Why are you doing this for me?
There's a greatness in you. A greatness that does not stem from the Force. It stems from who you are. And if my master does not understand you, cannot see you, then perhaps there is hope for us all. But if you seek to survive, then you must understand why this is so.
If my master, she says, does not understand you and cannot see you, then there is hope. Now, her master... Huh. I really don't remember the plot of the game. As in, I don't know where we're going. This might as well be a blind playthrough. But this dialogue tickles my memory. I don't think what I'm saying is a spoiler in any way. But I will remind you of how she talked to her master. She was all life. She said something to the extent of all life is yours, or all life exists to feed your power, or something like that. She's specifically saying does not understand you, but I think that's in the sequence of her previous dialogue line. But she says specifically cannot see you. That would mean that I am without life in a way. But I think what she's saying here, perhaps there is hope for us all. What she's saying here is us as us living beings. If her master cannot see me and cannot consume me somehow, or my life is not for him or for his power, then perhaps more people can be made to be like me. I think that's what she's saying. I think it's actually a lot clearer than I thought it was when I started saying this this whole diatribe, but it can also be very complicated to understand if you're not paying attention to all the little details. So I felt like spelling it all out. And again, I don't know that this is where we're going. Obviously, I know that we fight the master, or her master. I don't know if it's at the middle of the game, it's at the end of the game, or whatever. But he's a villain. He's not gonna die next episode or something. If your master has trouble detecting me, how are you able to do it?
There is much I see my master cannot. I fear it is because of my nature.
She's a Jedi. No, she's a Sith.
My people spend their lives seeing the galaxy, the energy streaming off stars, the growth of life.
Yeah, it's only natural, Harry. Where are your people? Your world now?
They're gone. There's nothing more that I can say.
How did you find me?
I felt you, heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it.
Is there a cut content mod for KOTOR 1? Good question. I believe there is, but it's very, very small things. It's like a little bit of extra levels here and there, maybe a side quest or two. I remember looking into it when I did the Let's Play of KOTOR 1, and I decided that it wasn't something that I was very interested in. For a Let's Play, like for a private, when you're playing by yourself, that sort of mod really adds a lot of value, especially if it's not the first time you're playing the game, or even if it is the first time and you just want to, get as much of the game as you can. But for a Let's Play, sometimes it's very clear cut that you want to have like a restoration mod or something. I feel that in Fallout 2 it is clear cut, for example, and I feel like in this game as well. But there's other games where it doesn't, like, if the game is like doesn't feel like there's something missing when you don't have that mod, then I think it's okay. Like, for example, Vampire Bloodlines really needs the unofficial patch with added stuff, for sure. The added stuff is not very good sometimes, but it just adds more, so it's not that big of a deal. But for example, Baldur's Gate 1, no, 2 as well. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 2 does have a lot of missing content, but it's such an enormous game that it really doesn't feel like it's missing. And both Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 have the mods called Unfinished Business, I think, and you install them and you get a lot of extra content. The thing is, I couldn't play them last time because I was using the Enhanced Edition, because the Enhanced Edition doesn't have those mods, or didn't have those mods at the time. So I had to make the decision between playing the enhanced edition of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 and playing the mods with the playing the original game with the restoration. The next time I play Baldur's Gate, I'll play the original games, because at the time I couldn't record the original games because I don't know if it was I didn't have a DVD drive, so I couldn't play the I still don't. But I don't. I built this PC and I don't know if I have a DVD drive on it. I have a DVD drive somewhere in my house. It's just not inside of any computer. So I would have to like do hardware work to read the discs if I wanted to play them. And but I think the problem is because if like it doesn't matter me not having the discs, because I can just download them off of somewhere or buy them again, I suppose. Although I don't know that you can buy the classic versions of Baldur's Gate in digital form. I'm not sure. Either way, the point is I don't think I could record the classic versions of Baldur's Gate. And I think the problem was because I didn't have a capture card at the time, and now I do. So I had to deal with software compatibility for game capture, which is a pain in the ass for old games. It's absolutely tremendously bad, and I hate it. For Fallout 2 and KOTOR 2, it's mandatory to have cut content. Says Harry. I've started the Mass Effect trilogy with cut content mod and a lot of textures mod. Yeah, I felt, does Mass Effect 2 have a lot of cut content? Because I thought the original game didn't really have too much cut content, but the second game had some places that I was like, I feel that maybe the second, when I eventually play Mass Effect 2, I look forward to it as well. I might do it in an edited format, though. If it's going to be the same problems as Mass Effect 1, I'm going to do like a heavily edited format where the way I'm doing... You might have noticed, if you're watching my Crusader Kings 3 Let's Play, you might have noticed that thing is heavily edited. And especially by the fact that I don't say hi and bye at the beginning and end of each episode. And that thing is a lot of work, but it's basically... I like the fact that I'm not on camera when I'm playing Crusader Kings, because I stop to think. I stop to look at the interface and try to figure things out, and I can't really do that on camera when I'm streaming. So this sort of editing is fine, but Crusader Kings is a different thing. For the second one, only minor things, some lines here and there, and there's some missing lore, nothing big. Same for the first. I'll see the third if there's anything significant. Okay, thank you very much. Who sent you?
I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little
it's so clear.
Does not know. And that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
It's so clear that our voice actress is having the same voice acting constraints as Bao-Dur. I don't know why, but it's very clear that they're recorded differently, edited differently anyway. It doesn't really have anything to do with the recording. Any microphone will work for recording. I mean, the quality might suffer a little bit, but it wouldn't suffer when you're talking with soundtrack in the background and whatever. It doesn't matter for a video game. But the editing that they get, they have very little editing. They don't have any noise gates or anything. It's unbelievable. Bao-Dur is a big problem because Bao-Dur has a very serious compressor on him, which is just basically making the quieter sounds louder. Because Bao-Dur talks in soft whispers, and her voice is not projected, which is what I'm doing to the voice right now. Because if I talk normally, I'm not projecting. I'm just sort of like, it's different. So what I do is I actually, like, the projecting necessitates that I elevate my voice naturally, but what you do is you lower the volume on the capture. So what happens with her specifically is because she's not projecting, they crank it up, so you can hear her voice noise, especially the nose, sort of back of the throat sort of noises, and some of the ny sounds. But she's fighting them. Like, it's so clear that she's a good voice actor. Bao-Dur sucks. The voice actor there is terrible, or was in 2005. Absolutely awful. I hate it. I hate Bao-Dur's voice. It's the worst thing, and I have to hear it twice because I'm editing the whole thing. Thing is, it's very hard to mod Mass Effect games. They need some special installers for mods, and a lot of texture mods need to be installed last, or else the game won't work. Only the GTA games were that hard to mod. Yeah, I've heard about the GTA, at least GTA 5 being really hard. Yeah, it's just you know how Microsoft is. Actually, wait, Electronic Arts and Microsoft, they were both working together to make Mass Effect hard to mod, specifically the first one. But I need to know where I can find your master.
You cannot. His vessel roams the
I can
borders
come
of
back
no
to this
place,
question.
and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you.
I don't think she said this before.
Until you are ready.
I think she said it already.
If I bring you before my master, untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter.
Yeah, that goes back to that. I can use just the first line, most likely. Ready. And say that, and then I can do good things from there, I think. I had questions for you.
I will answer what I can, but my answers may prove useless to you.
Tell me about your home world.
It is not something I speak of.
Dang it. Influence failure.
The home world is no longer, and that is all.
The home world. Okay.
I will answer what I can.
Was your master the one sent to Paralysis?
I am not familiar with the place you speak of. My master has not entered Republic space for some time, but there are others who may move more freely, who may have been responsible for such an act of destruction.
Wait, I am confusing your master with the one at the beginning of the game. How could I confuse that? I really confused that. Yeah, her master obviously is the one that sings, the one that goes, and the one that attacked me at the beginning of the game is the one that is very gravelly voiced. But obviously there's others. What do you mean?
There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. But their purpose is the same: the death of all Jedi, everywhere. They believe you are the last of the Jedi, and their hatred of the Jedi unites them. All their eyes are upon you, and it is a terrible, quiet darkness that pursues you.
I've heard it described like that before.
I will answer what I can.
Was your master behind the destruction of Paralysis? I know you said he didn't go to Paralysis, but...
My master did not cause the end of the planet you speak of. There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. But their purpose is the same: the death of all Jedi, everywhere. They believe you are the last of the Jedi.
And we can skip that last couple of lines, I think. I need to check. And
I will answer.
Skip to this as well. I've heard your species is blind. I mean, it's this game, isn't it? If people are blind, they cover their eyes. Because Kreia says there's nothing wrong with her eyes. She's not actually blind. She can see a little bit. But she covers her eyes as well. And her master doesn't. It just has that mask. Yeah, I've heard your species is blind. How are you able to see? I mean, what? What kind of question is this? It's like, I've heard that you are mute. How are you able to talk? That's... No. 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 It's like... That's really bad. Like, it's like thinking of... You know those bats that have very bad eyesight and mostly navigate by echolocation? They don't see with echolocation. They navigate with echolocation. They may even visualize the 3D space that their echolocation allows them to perceive. But they don't see with echolocation. That's not what it is. So here, seeing has to be... You know, it's not obviously... It's not seeing with your eyes, right? So the question isn't how are you able to see, is how are you able to perceive the world around you? Which makes it even weirder of a question, because obviously she has a lot of senses that are common with humans, like touch, hearing, sense of orientation, and balance, and all that other stuff. And also probably the Force. It's just like a weird question.
My people once had the power to perceive events, to see through the Force. That sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times, I may affect the abilities of others to see as well.
You sound as if that sight is lost to you.
My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the perceptions of my people.
And Visas has a limited ability to see the Force. She has Force sight in first-person mode, and can also use it as a Force power by spending Force points. I have no idea what first-person mode is, but we'll figure it out, I suppose.
My master, he has crippled me.
So we have two influences over here.
It truly is, and it has left its mark. It is not something I can explain, for the words are difficult. I only ask that you understand.
Someday I'll get your influence up, and we'll have that conversation.
I will answer what I can.
So I'll be going now. Son of a... Why? What did I do wrong with it? What did I do wrong with her? You're talking about the voice actress? Yeah.
My life for...
So how'd you find me? Who sent you?
My master, there is...
Never mind, I'll be going. So the first line is okay. If I ask, are you alright? That probably doesn't... Let's try this one.
I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you.
Are you alright? Is the question that I'm asking. That's not what I asked. I asked if you were alright.
I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed, if that's the answer you seek.
I didn't mean to hurt you.
I know. And I fear that...
I don't know if this is going to result in good reaction.
And in my survival. And use it as a weapon to do you greater harm.
How did you find me? Okay, I'll be going.
Forgive me, but before you go, I must ask. Why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? Teach me?
Okay, that can be the last option, I think. Yeah. And so I can ask, okay, I'll be going. Or rather, say that. I'm trying to put the dialogue together in my mind because I'm reloading a bunch halfway through this. Because I believe you can be saved?
You must not do this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
To help another is not weakness, it is strength to them both.
So you say. But it is not something I have observed or seen.
What do you mean?
I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was.
Okay, this is the exit dialogue,
There's
okay.
little left of such memories. Or the planet itself.
Tell me about your homeworld.
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
How was it destroyed?
The planet was not destroyed. It remains. It orbits, dead in space. But nothing lives on its surface. It echoes, but there's no one left to hear it.
If your homeworld was destroyed, how did you survive?
I am not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished. It was as if I was blinded. It was as if the Force had been bled from the world.
That's similar to us. As if everything suddenly went silence. Sorry. That's similar to us. I've seen similar acts of destruction at Malachor. That's true. I'm gonna say as if everything suddenly went silent.
I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing.
Not knowing worse deaths is a thing.
And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been connected to had been severed.
You were the only survivor?
Yes, but it was not survival.
Man, there's a lot of more dialogue here.
What would have happened if I had died with the others? If perhaps there would have been some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. If only I had not felt that pain, that loss, as strongly as I did. But it could not be done. When the life was bled from the planet, and yet somehow I remained, my master came for me. He walked upon the surface of my dead world, and there, lying in the bodies of my race, he took me for his own, and he made me see. And for the first time I saw the galaxy, and I wished to die.
He made you see.
To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh, emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. A mass of beings that swarm through the empty places of the galaxy. To see such creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them.
He made her see the way he sees. The life that he's gonna eat or something. And why did your master show you this?
He showed me to make me believe in his
Exactly,
powers.
you can sort.
He convinced me the galaxy, all life, must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming, and in its place, he left silence. And where there was chaos, he brought stillness and order.
Why did your master destroy Qatar?
The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people, they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer
This is super
regions.
important.
And Qatar, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored. And my people died.
Oh,
and
that's
the
cool.
Jedi died. And there was no one left. Only me.
So her people helped the Jedi and died because they helped the Jedi. By the hand of the enemy that was hunting the Jedi all along. And she now helps the Sith. The last remnant of her race she helps. Yeah. Why did the Jedi meet on Qatar?
They hoped to see the threat that...
Fleet Admiral Psycho, welcome to the stream.
And they did. But they were unprepared for the...
I'm doing Dark Side, yeah. They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them, and they did, but they weren't prepared. Yeah. Does that take time? Like that this game on Dark Side does take time to question just why your characters being as bitter as they are for the Council not helping with the war and getting exiled. And you do get to give some genuine answers to it. Very evil, psychotic answers, but answers nonetheless. I'm having a lot of fun playing Dark Side. It's a lot of fun. It's more justification than KOTOR 1. They are just a bastard. Yeah. In this one, it's just very self-righteous. But I suppose that's always fun. When a character is self-righteous, it's always, it's fun to watch and to roleplay in this case, or to basically choose the lines, because I'm saying them out loud. I connect with the lines in a different way because I say them out loud. If you're playing a game and just silently watching and clicking lines, it's not quite the same level of engagement, because you're just really, at the end of the day, you're just really choosing what the game shows you rather than performing. So when I, as a player, say the lines out loud, I'm doing something that it's just not there for if you play the game normally silently. And like it's I remember I did that specifically with Knights of the Old Republic 1, and I had a lot of fun. The first time I played Knights of the Old Republic 1, and this was like many years ago, obviously. But saying them out loud definitely changes the way you play games. But I think the way you play role-playing games. But I think the most important thing is actually that, like, if you have a friend next to you and you're just enjoying the same game, and you're saying the lines out loud so that, you know, your friend can know what you're about to do, it's just a lot of fun, because some of the lines are just hilarious. And that's what I have. When I'm playing on camera, I basically have friends watching, and and that's how I connect to that's how I connect to the lines that I read. I have more animated scenes in my head too, like reading a book. Yeah. Harry says I am an evil colonel in his purple color. It's actually purple. Harry chose purple. Good color. Is that purple? That's purple. That's indigo, sort of, a little. It's the Twitch color, which is purple. Violet? No, violet is violet is brighter, I think. Either way. He attacked it because... Let's say that again. He attacked it because the Jedi had gone there. No, I can give it... It's red, says Harry. Now you're an evil Harry. It's cool you're on DS. Most all online videos of this game is... Oh, dark side, yes. Most online videos are on light side, really? Well, I'm glad to... I need to... I think I made the first video say specifically dark side. But I need to go there and make sure that people looking for dark side playthroughs, they can find it as a dark side. Because, you know, it is. Except for companions. I'm trying to butter up to all the companions so I can, you know, have all the influence and just get all the dialogues. Because this dialogue, the way I played it before, because I'm replaying the dialogue, this dialogue over here, I didn't get this exit dialogue, so we're missing a lot if we just don't say the right words. He attacked it because the Jedi had gone there.
He cannot deny his
And there
hunger
it
for
is.
long. And any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence.
Or it may starve him, make him more desperate.
I do not understand what you mean.
Just thinking out loud. Why did the Jedi meet on Qatar?
They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them.
Yeah, forget it.
I will answer what I can, but my answers may prove useless to you.
Never mind, I'll be going now. And we gained light side points and influence with visas. We gained influence, right? We must have gained influence. I think I did. I read it out. I read it like we had gained. How'd you find me? Who sent
My
you?
master's...
Need to know where your master is. You are in no position. I order you. I'm ready to confront him. Why didn't...
There's a greatness in you. A greatness that does not stem from the Force.
I don't know where this line comes from.
It stems from who you are. And if my master does not understand you, cannot see you...
No, okay, that doesn't matter.
There is my... It is not a subject which I have...
So... So specifically, if I push her in the direction of tell me now or screw you, then I lose influence.
My life.
So you're supposed to be nice to her, basically. I just wanted to make sure. So this is gonna be the same dialogue except different before. So how did you find me? Who sent you?
I serve my master. There's...
I need to know where I can find your master.
You cannot even...
And then I don't say you are in no position to permit anything. I say ready, which I asked already.
If I bring you before my master, untested, without your potential realized...
I think I don't lose
be lost
influence
to me.
if I do this.
And I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter.
So she said that. And this... I can say, my life is unimportant, your master threatens more than me. And I think she doesn't get aggro at that. Let's go with that. My life is unimportant, your master threatens more than just me.
I cannot, I will not.
There we go, it's a different line as
I
well.
would die first, and gladly.
The pure AI upscale on KOTOR Nexus last year.
Unharmed.
I like that.
Now that I have found you, I cannot sacrifice what I have found.
And this is a completely new dialogue line, just because of that different line. I can still ask her how she found me. I need to find him and kill him before he is a threat to my power.
You will meet my master.
Let's find out if that removes her...
I have seen it. And when you stand
her,
and realize
influence.
what you face, you must be prepared. Until then, I must protect you, help you, until you are ready.
Why are you doing this for me?
There's a greatness in you.
I think yeah.
A greatness that does not stem from the Force. It stems from who you are. And if my master does not understand you...
And this I can
cannot
turn back.
see you,
Yeah, okay, I see where I'm
then
going.
perhaps there is hope for us all. But if you seek to survive, then you must understand why this is so.
And then I can turn this all back to the diatribe that I had about specifically the reasoning of the master not understanding you and seeing you and all that. And then I can ask the same thing as before. How'd you find me? Who sent you?
There's...
I had questions, and I go back to this, and I hope... Fuck! It doesn't matter. It's fine. I know exactly what I chose, but I skipped the freaking... I think we didn't lose... I think we didn't lose... I clicked too many, too often. So, how'd you find me? Who sent you? I need to know where your master is. Ready. My life is unimportant. And then I ask about my power. And why are you doing this for me? And how are you able to do it? And I can ask these questions. But I lose it. What is going on? What is losing me influence here?
My life.
How'd you find me? Who sent you? Questions. And that's it. Then nothing happens with those. And then how'd you find me? Who sent you? It doesn't matter. And then I know what to master. Ready. And then the first one, life isn't important. Yeah. And then this, I might not be able to choose the one with the power. If he is behind what has befallen the Jedi, then he must be stopped.
You will meet my master.
She says the same thing as
It's
before?
inevitable. I have seen it. And when you stand before him
I hope.
and realize what you face, you must be prepared. Until then, I must protect you, help you, until you are ready.
Why are you doing this for me? It's the same as before, I think.
There's
A greatness in you, and she goes back. And how did you do that? And I can ask about the home world. And now it's the same, and that works. I can mix all those up. I can mix all those up in a way that makes sense. You'll see. So we're probably... One thing I've been thinking is that I probably don't want to bring Kreia with me a whole lot. Because she talks to me in my mind, so I don't need her with me. So maybe we're gonna start bringing Visas along. We'll see.
My life for yours.
I wanted to teach you some of the techniques I've learned in my travels.
I am prepared for whatever you wish to teach me.
Visas has learned...
I understand now.
I need to
I shall practice what you have taught me.
I need to re-voice or re-record that line, particularly what that did. Experience bonus, though, you say. Does Kreia give you experience bonus because she's with you? Yeah. Well, tough luck. It's bad. I need to have different lines. The thing is, the characters. There's always ideal characters to have with you when you're playing. Harry's very infatuated with her corset potentially, and lip gloss. There's always the thing is like the interactions with the world and all that. Mira, I remember Mira. Who's Mira? Is she the one all in white? I remember her. I don't remember the name. All of them ending with A. Kreia, Visas, and Mira. The S doesn't count. Did you hear that? The S doesn't count.
My life for yours.
Can I teach you more?
I am prepared for whatever you...
Dominate...
I understand now.
Dominate mind.
My life for you.
So I can teach... I can only teach a couple of things. Okay. That's good, thank you. I don't know what reputation it was that she didn't tell me. It was two things that she didn't tell me. It's because the light side companion can be turned dark side. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm really trying to do that. I'm basically being all light side to them, and they're like, "Oh, she's so nice," and then I'm dark side.
My life.
Let's hope that it's not like really dumb and things. How'd you find me? Who sent you?
There's... Eve.
Ready. Question. Yeah, so that's all the dialogue for her, as far as I can tell. Something else we're gonna need to do is rethink. I'm gonna need to take care of my inventory here because it's a pain, and we have new characters, and I'm gonna use her, and I need to use my. We're going to Nar Shaddaa, by the way. I made my decision before, off camera. Last episode we found... Oh, there it is. Last episode we found a bit of the lightsaber. I looked up where the lightsaber is and all that, and I found out that it's a little bit randomized. So I've been lucky that I have most parts, but I don't know if that's going to continue. Apparently Nar Shaddaa is supposed to have a part. I know there's other places as well, but we're going to Nar Shaddaa because... we heard of Nar Shaddaa, and we're bringing Visas and Atton. Atton specifically because he says he doesn't want to go to Nar Shaddaa. So I'm sure he's going to be like, "Oh, you are here in Nar Shaddaa." Specifically, Mira, the player character must be light side, or you get the other companion, dark side companion, unless you use the choice mod. But it's stupid because she can be turned dark side, though she is restricted to light side. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. I have no idea what the dark side is. What the dark side character is, because I've never played this game in dark side. Oh, forgot about D3. I knew it. So what we're going to do with inventory right now is we're going to upgrade it. We're going to destroy all the inventory that we don't need, because I don't think we can sell things. I'm actually going to go outside and see if I can sell anything. Oh, there she is. In fact, I can probably... Let's level her up. Let's see, because it's good to just go. Instead, you get the Wookiee Hanar. Ooh, interesting. Emily Berry, voice actress of Mira. Ari's very, very preoccupied with how beautiful people are. Apparently, Ari doesn't like Emily Berry. I don't know Emily Berry. Do I? Mira? If it's Mira, I know who she is. She's the voice actress of Jeanette. And she's a nice-looking woman. Which is a bummer compared to Mira, says Curly Bear. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Curly Bear. Yeah, that kind of sucks, actually. But, I mean, it's the sacrifices we must make for the dark side playthrough. I'm really dark side. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna do this just so I know, and let's take care of her inventory. She comes with clothing, which you'd think is a good thing. I'm actually gonna strip her of that, not because I'm a pervert. I mean, not related to that, but specifically because we're gonna take care of our inventory. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna level her up because. Oh no, wait, what? What do you mean? You can't level her up over here? Aw, what a shame. Well, let's take her outside, now that we're all naked, a little bit. And I will be bringing her with me. We're still in... Let's bring Atten. Yeah, there you go. Are you sure? I'm relatively sure. We're all naked, a little. Oh, they have the dark side clothing. I love it! We all have the dark side clothing. We're all pants buddies. Because, I mean, I don't have it right now because I... There we go. Look at us! Fantastic. Beautiful. Anyway, yeah, because of course she's dark side. Or you'd think she is dark side. How dark... She's pretty dark side. Is she darker than me? She is darker than me. I did go up a little, been saying nice things to her. But I said nice things to her to make sure that she goes to the light side. Or to the dark side. It's going to be a whole thing. Let's level her up. So from there, I click over here. And let's see what she's all about. She has a lot of dexterity, and a little bit of charisma, and a little bit of wisdom. So, excuse me. What class? And she's a sentinel, which I believe is the scoundrel type class. I'm the consular. She's a sentinel. So she's all about those skills. Good stuff. So we have a fighter at the front, and the skills... and a spellcaster over here. This is a beautiful configuration. I do have a lot of hiccups, which is terrible. Anyway, so let's level her up, and she gets skills. Awareness, probably a waste of time. Stealth, probably a waste of time. She only has 3 skills. That kind of sucks. Probably should go up on security. Actually, you know what? We're going to cancel that, and we're going to see what you have over here, because you have some skills, just not all of them, and I kind of want them to sort of... What's the word? Complement each other. So, skill rank 5, skill rank 14 for demolitions. He's got plenty of stealth. I am the one with awareness. He's got plenty of... so he's got demolitions and security. He's good for that. So... security is done, demolitions is done. Computer use. So she really focuses on stealth and awareness, which is kind of a shame. I'm going to go with computer use because I don't think I'm going to use T3 a whole lot. And her feats. What does she use? She has flurry and weapon focus lightsaber. She didn't have her lightsaber though. Force immunity stun. It's really nice. I think that's a passive trait. So we're going to go with flurry. Lightsaber. Yeah, but what kind of fighting do you like? Weapon proficiency, melee weapons. Oh! 2 weapon fighting. Isn't that where I'm going? I thought it was where I was going. It is also where I'm going. Just gonna have a lot of lightsabers. Yeah, it's where I am, in fact, not just where I'm going.
My life is yours.
No, it's just your level ups. Okay. So skills over here, computer use, as I was saying, feats, and she has 2 weapon fighting. So I might bring her 2 weapon fighting up. She can't use armor, but that's normal for a Jedi Sith. So I'll go up on that right there. As for powers, she has 1. And it's all dark side, hopefully. Universal affect mind, and dominate mind. So those are the things that I taught her, I think. I believe that's what I taught her. Because there's got to be, like, only the main player character can select this. But I taught her this. Where is this gonna go? Very interesting. So I would love to give her Force Lightning. I'm leveling her up into... I don't know what level she is right now, but clearly not level 9, because I can't do that. So we're probably going to go with Throw Lightsaber. Do I want her as a mainline, as a frontliner? She's better than I am at the front line. What did I use against her to stop her? Was it Drain Life? Or was it Affliction? Was it Kill? It might have been Kill. I don't remember exactly what I used. But we're going to go with Wound, Choke, and Kill. It's kind of complicated. So do I want Drain Force? I mean, objectively speaking, I should have Burst of Speed. Let's go with Burst of Speed. I don't like how it looks, but it makes sense for her character, and so it's just better. And we have an attribute over here. I'm going to go up on Dexterity. And as for skills, we're still going up on Computer Use. It's going to be a little while until we reach parity, but it's not something that I'm really worried about. And now we have another power, and we cannot have any level 2s. That's very unfortunate. I really want those level 2s. Wait, didn't I have... Now I have Stun. No, Stun is... Which one is it? The Kill? Oh, yeah, it's that one. Okay. That's Light Side. Yeah, we're just going to have the low-level powers. She doesn't get them very fast. She could get Battle Meditation. We're going to go with Throw Lightsaber, because that is, like, really good. Let's go with Throw Lightsaber. This thing, I used it a lot in the first Knights of the Old Republic, and I remember using it a bunch. And she has 2 lightsabers. She throws them both at the same time, so that's pretty good. Another level up. I'm going up on level 8. We're probably going to go up to level 11. I don't know. She has about as much experience as Aten. So, level 11 it is. Computer Use. Bring me that. Feats. Ooh, we have Master 2 weapon fighting. We also have Master Flurry, which allows for an extra melee attack during the round. Whereas Master 2 weapon fighting just basically makes the offhand weapon kind of better. A lot better, in fact. But something I can give up for right now. We're probably going to get that sooner rather than later, because she's a scoundrel, effectively a scoundrel, so it's pretty good. I will go with Force Lightning, because I love Force Lightning. It's really cool, and having 2 Sith at the front, Force Lightning everybody, is going to be hilarious. So I am looking forward to that. So this is level 10. She has a Force Whirlwind. I don't feel it. I'm not going to go with Throw Lightsaber right now. Let's go with Choke over here, as a power that I have already. And I believe this is her last level up. And there it is. I've reached parity. Let's go out with Treat Injury. Okay. And she has the Determination form. Very nice. I probably will go with Force Whirlwind. Although I could go with Advanced Throw Lightsaber, because that one jumps. It's really powerful as well. Let's go with Advanced Throw Lightsaber. This thing is going to jump from multiple enemies. very, very powerful, I recall. And that's her level up. Okay, so the other thing I want to try is because this guy is a traitor, I think. Oh, I'm very good. Don't ask questions. I want to see. Yeah, you can't sell equipment, can you? This game doesn't allow you to sell equipment. It's not something that we couldn't easily try. I think you can try. I'm not sure.
Well, check it again. It can't be anything else.
He's looking so dark side. Did you see?
Just check the
Look at him.
connector. I don't trust the diagnostics any more than I trust you. Because I don't like droids. They break. In the head.
Ghostface, welcome to the stream. This is an amazing game.
Well,
I'm having a lot of fun.
Thing on your head. Yeah, well, if I'm mean to you, it's because I care.
It's not. It's because of your... You have your face the dark side. It's complicated.
Betrayal. Machines.
Machines?
Passion for such things defies me.
What's going on? I just wanted to take care of my inventory, and now we're naked and look old. And... What in the world? Kreia? D3? What is going on? My God, it doesn't. I can't ask him about that. Let's see if I can upgrade your memory core. Ooh, that's an influence success. No, it's an influence success, but now I have. Yeah, shut down for a while. This will be over in a second. I'm gonna fail. Oh, that's a weird bug, Ghostface. Sorry, must have crossed the circuit. We'll try again later. Everybody is against D3. D3, you need to start looking dark side as well. You're dark side. You can't fool me. Cray is not here. So what I want to do before I talk to Kreia, although I probably will talk to Kreia right now, we're going to go to the astrogation system. I'm going to go back to the... It's such a dumb name, astrogation. It's probably from the movies. We're going to go back to the Talos Citadel station because I know for a fact I can... there's traders here. Also, you should romance all the chicks. I'm probably gonna romance all the chicks and chocks. That's not the word, but yes, that is that is absolutely the goal. I'm really trying to be careful with what I say. So, what am I doing here? I'm coming back because I probably will well. Oh, it's not here. What? Airlock terminal. Oh, because it's an airlock. It really isn't, because I'm not in my suit. So I'm coming back here specifically because I want to see it. Oh, freaking hell. I just want to... Do you really need to do this? Because I'm naked right now. You can also train everybody to be a Jedi. I didn't know that. My character just died. And Vizus over here is not doing her job. Wow. Okay. Ion grenades then. There it is. Ion grenade there, ion grenade there. Be quick about it. You better have an autosave. I just want to see if there's traitors in this game. Also, yeah, except droids. Yeah, I'll figure you out. We're probably gonna come back over here anyway. Iron grenade a bunch. And iron grenade a bunch. I don't know what you're doing, but you're not doing that. No, you're definitely not doing that. She's probably gonna die. Do you still have iron grenades? You do not. Okay. Then you attack there. And you throw grenades. Frag grenades, sure. Let's see if we have enough health to complete this. Wow.
I hear you.
Be quick about it. My god. I don't have anything equipped. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We don't have... The game doesn't have traders. It's fine. Whatever. That sucks. Anyway. Let's go talk to Kreia. Now that we're naked. And she's naked as well. Are you running modded? I am running modded, yes. With the TSLRCM. For restored content. And the reason why I was dying there is because I'm naked. It was a quick checkup. Kreia.
You have befriended the seer.
I was hoping... Yeah, well, I mean... You mean the miracle... The Miraluka? Why do you call her the seer?
Her species does not see as
That's
we
it, yes.
They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. Despite your intentions, it would be better to deal with her now. Whether you intend salvation or slavery, she is a threat to us. She serves one of the greatest of the Sith. She is the most trusted and only apprentice. Yet you spare her. Why?
Because I want to learn. I hope, anyway. Yes, that last line is exactly what I feel Kreia would like me to say. Because there is nothing to be gained by murdering her. Yet.
We shall see.
Dang
there may
it.
be value in such a choice to keep her alive, or perhaps not. Whatever your intentions toward her, keep them restrained. We have no time for...
Yeah, hopefully the TSLRCM adds the droid planet. I don't know if it does or not. I hope it does. Mr. Buns, or Mr. Burns, thank you for the follow. It's been a little while, but thank you. If she threatened us... Let's go with this again. If she threatens us... No, let's go with it again. If she threatens any of us again, I will deal with her. I promise you.
Is that so? Well, perhaps there will be a second chance for her to inflict harm, so you may test such a statement. This one you have saved has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us, to you. Do not underestimate her or her loyalty.
Did I actually get a lightsaber? I didn't get a lightsaber. Let's... I forget if I actually got a lightsaber. Huh. Ties to her master, perhaps, and I intend to follow that bond to its source when the opportunity presents itself.
Then you are learning.
Yes! That's exactly what I like to hear from Kreia. Yeah, the Ebon Hawk is very low definition in this game for some reason. Like, very, very low definition. Do you know why her home world was destroyed?
Because it was its time? Perhaps you should ask her. It begs many questions. Her people are not prone to violence, war, or hatred, yet their planet is obliterated, scoured from the face of the galaxy, and all that remains is a Sith.
Well, if her people all see through the Force, then maybe someone wanted them to blind them.
The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle. The Jedi are gone, vanished. Now, an entire planet of Force sensitives wiped clean of life. And now this slice of the galaxy is blind. It is no coincidence. The two events are tied.
Someone wants this sector of the galaxy blind to the Force, so they can move freely, or strike without warning.
I fear you are right. And I fear it may prove more than that. War is a hunger. And there are spirits in the galaxy whose hunger is never satisfied. But there is little to be done about it now. Watch the seer carefully. She may reveal more.
I had other questions?
Ask, and I will answer.
Can you tell me about the Adelaide crystal? I mean, it's my crystal. Why is it called the Adelaide crystal? It's I'm Adelaide. What the heck? But it's my crystal.
That crystal is bonded to you. Through you, it acquires its character and strength. And through it, your power is enhanced. Should your power increase or your resolve change, speak to me again about this matter, and I will help you refocus your crystal. Is there something else you wished?
That's very nice. Do you know of Vizus's master?
He, if he can truly be called a man any longer, is one of the dark lords that pursues you. I do not
It's
think
the one
he
that
knows what
sings.
you are.
It's really
yet.
really
He
weird.
spared the Miraluka, and that may have been the last shred of feeling that exists within him. Keep his slave close to you. I suspect there was a reason he spared her, and perhaps a reason that she survived when the rest of her people and the Jedi did not.
And is no longer a man? Let's not say the first line, because that's really dumb to say that she's no longer his slave, not any longer. Let's ask the second line is better. He's no longer a man?
One cannot have power of that magnitude that her master possesses and still think and perceive the universe as we do, as most of us do. I had hoped that you would not have to confront him, but her presence here has changed all that. You will have to meet him in battle. You must be prepared to sacrifice the blinded one. Perhaps her death will buy you the time you need to deal with her master.
Why are you sucking up to Kreia? You're going dark side? I am absolutely already dark side. Don't you see my eyes? Kreia is also not dark side, I'm pretty sure. You must be prepared to sacrifice the blinded one. Perhaps her death will buy you the time to deal with her master. If that is what must be done for victory, then I will do so. Perhaps I can convince her to sacrifice herself. That would be a twin victory, I think. Yes. And also, it's sort of a callback. Kreia is Sith. I thought she was like middle of the road. Then again, yeah. This is a callback to what she was saying before about Atria, I think was her name. Perhaps I can convince her to sacrifice herself. That'd be a twin victory, I think.
If you have such power, then I would make use of it. There is no need to dirty your hands when you can convince another to drive.
She's definitely complicated.
Heart.
Yeah. And I thought I was cold. Yeah, let's say that. The character looks at the camera, she's just so spooky. And I thought I was cold.
Oh, you have promise. But wait until you have more years fall upon you, and you will see what a shell your heart will become.
How did they destroy her homeworld, anyway?
It is a technique that is almost as old as the Sith themselves. It is a means of severing
Kreia's Darth
between
Treya.
the Force, and feeding upon the death it causes. It cannot be taught. It can only be gained through instinct, through experiencing its effects firsthand.
And he used it to kill an entire planet?
Yes, and he fed upon its destruction. It will sustain him for a time.
I don't understand how he hasn't conquered the galaxy with that kind of power.
Because it is not something that can ever truly be controlled, and it leaves nothing to conquer in its wake. And it rules him, not the other way around. It has its own will.
Don't worry,
its own
Ghostface. I have
instincts.
finished this game before. It's not my first playthrough. I don't remember all the details, though. I certainly have no idea who Darth Treya is. It means nothing. But I've finished the game twice already, so it's not a blind playthrough. How can anyone have that kind of power, though?
Power? Do you think so? You would be wrong. There is no strength in the hunger he possesses, and the will behind his power is a primal thing, and it devours him as he devours others. His mere presence
It's a very
kills
important
all around
dialogue.
him, slowly feeding him. He is already dead. It is simply a question of how many he kills before he falls.
He is already dead. His power is difficult to believe.
Nothing is impossible with the Force. It is an energy
Oh, I'm very early.
through all living things.
I'll tell you.
Like energy, it may be harnessed, channeled, and consumed at times. It may even be a substance that can burn and ignite. Do
There's
not
only-
think of his power
Yeah.
as one would a weapon, or one of your warships of the Republic. It is terrible, but it is still a subtle thing. The sect of assassins that chase you feed on the Force. What he does is simply the pinnacle of what they could achieve in time. And that is why they and their techniques must be wiped out. No one again must experience and learn what her master did.
How are they able to drain the Force?
As much as one may use the Force to bolster the wills and strengths of others, the reverse is possible, though not often used. Instead of sending one's will through connections in the Force, instead such connections are drawn upon, fed upon, and drained completely.
So where am I in the storyline? I finished Telos? Yes. I finished Telos, and I came straight to Dantooine. I did one single area in Dantooine. I didn't even go into the house that there is. And I came back to the ship, and Visas attacked me. And that's where we are. As for getting the Ice Girl and Mara, I have no idea, or Mira, I have no idea how to do that. My plan is not set in stone, but it is my plan right now, is to go to Nar Shaddaa right now, because I'm trying to get my lightsaber, because I got the piece of lightsaber that I could get here from Dantooine. But all life is touched by the Force.
Then you understand how terrible such a power is, and why it must be ended. It is an empty road to the dark
Nice.
side, and by traveling it, the price is death before one's time. He is a breach in the Force, capable of consuming the lives
I
of
shall
those around
seduce her
him.
well.
Sometimes the touch is slow, as it is with his crew.
How does he use his power?
It is not something he can direct or focus, much like hunger itself. He is more of a hole in the Force than a living thing. Force sensitives and worlds rich in the Force draw him. The Miraluka world was one such place. That is why where the Jedi gather, Jedi will die. He will feel it, unless they mask their presence. But Qatar called out as a beacon to him, and he could not resist it. And he cares nothing
Qatar.
for the
That's
Sith
the planet
or its teachings.
for the Mandalorian.
Or the Jedi. And when the Jedi are dead, he will feed on the galaxy, the Republic, and eventually consume the Sith as well. There is no future in the empty galaxy.
The Sith will be the last.
And that is why he must be stopped. The breach must be sealed before his power grows beyond what even we can hope to stop.
And he is a man no longer.
One cannot have power of that magnitude that her master possesses and still think and perceive the universe as we do. As most of us. I had hoped that you would not have to confront. You must be prepared.
I think I asked this already. How did he destroy her homeworld? No, I think I asked that already. Do you have any idea why he spared her?
Perhaps he is bound to her, as I am bound to you. If so, there may be a death served by hers. You must be prepared to sacrifice the blinded one. Perhaps her death will buy you the time you need to deal with her master.
Okay, I had other questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
Do you know what happened to T3?
Betrayal, and by a machine that
Machine!
I will not abide. Machine.
Machine!
Always did Revan use them to inflict his will on the galaxy, whether in war or in assassination. His passion for such tools, for things dead to the Force, defies me. He would have loved a human droid such as you, dead to the Force. A shell that would carry out his orders. It is no matter. It is a device, and now it is broken.
Can I say bad things about the machines and Kreia likes me better? I wish that were the case. I can't see her force from here, but we don't need to worry about that. Kreia?
Yes? Have you come with questions?
Of course, what else do you think? Can you teach me about the force?
Very well. What is it that drives you?
Cookies. When Visas attacked me, she did something to my eyesight. I actually don't know what that was that she did, because she, like, stunned me a couple of times, and I think the second time around she wasn't even attacking me at the time. It was weird.
She did nothing to your eyes that was not already there. She has forced this upon you, but such crude methods are the markings of the Sith. Close your eyes.
What?
Close your eyes.
All right.
If that is your belief.
Okay.
Yes? She closed.
I misclicked, by the way, if you're wondering what the heck just happened. All right.
Feel this ship around you. The welding of the droid as it goes about its work.
Oh, I can use computer use. Even though I can't, because I suck at it. Hey, T3. No, that's not how it goes. Hey, T3 has a stuck motivator.
Shh. Now, stretch
We're doing force yoga.
Hear the rumble of hyperspace, the hum of the hyperdrive.
Hey, I can hear a catch in it. It's not fully fixed.
Ignore distractions and focus on my voice. The breathing of the blinded one.
I think I went to her already.
Dark. Now, listen deeper, past her breathing, and listen.
As my feet walk from the ashes of Qatar, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and
I heard her thoughts.
You are strong indeed. What you heard were surface thoughts only, but it is something that masters have trained for years and never learned.
But how did I do that?
That is not the real question you should ask. Is such listening enough to perceive the world around you? It is not. Because to listen to the thoughts of another is much like attempting to see the universe only with your eyes. It is equally limiting. Now leave me be. I must rest.
I've now gained +1 awareness and recovered some of your connection to the Force. And also, maximum Force points increased and experience in Kreia, and everything is amazing. I also don't know what awareness specifically does. I think awareness is one of my skills. No, it is. It is one of my skills. Lovely. And it's like I'm maxed out. I will always see all the minds. So that means that probably as a... I mean, it makes sense for you to have your main character... If you control your main character in combat most of the time, then it makes sense to have them be the one with awareness, because this is what allows for dialogue choices for on the one hand, but also to spot things. That's pretty important. If you go to Nar Shaddaa first and get Mira, then she can't rebuff you when you hit on her. If you get the Handmaiden first, she says something about sharing you and others getting jealous. I am going to Nar Shaddaa. I think it's all coming to plan. It's all good, I think.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Always.
Very well.
The bond we share, I would know more about it.
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems that at times of stress and pain...
I think she said this already.
Unawares, then the...
What about when we fight on our journey? Does this one have any disadvantages?
It seems
And
a power.
it says that. What? I want you to teach me more about the Force.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
That goes back to this. You taught me the sight. Is there anything else you can teach me?
When I spoke of sight before, there is a similar handicap
We're getting
that tends
Hanar,
to occur
right.
among those strong in
We
the
can
Force.
hit on
They
Anhar as
their
well.
Skills. Some believe they no longer need them. The greatest wielders of the Force are those that maintain some grounding to the more physical realities of the universe.
What do you mean?
Some wielders of the Force have mastered piloting, others the ability to fix and repair and build.
I didn't do that.
From simple moisture vaporators to more complex machines such as droids and vehicles. One's ability to understand the human body and its ailments, for example,
I did
can
that.
make your powers within the Force more complete, more powerful, when you attempt to repair the cellular damage of another. And others have mastered the more subtle work of politics,
I
persuasion.
did that as well.
Do not doubt that a galaxy may be conquered with words, a republic overthrown, and an empire made. When such skills are honed, one's ability
I think that's a reference to the
become that
prequels
much
there.
stronger. My warning to you is this. Do not rely on your companions to compensate for your weaknesses in skill. There will be times they will not be there to help you when needed. What skill would you say is your greatest strength?
Awareness. Yes, absolutely. My ability to perceive the environment.
And what skill would you say is your greatest weakness?
Oh, computer use. I'm really bad at that. I can't figure them out.
Then my task before you is this. Take your greatest weakness, devote effort to it, strengthen it, and I will show you how it shall strengthen your power in the Force.
What? How do I do that?
As you learn and train and test yourself against the galaxy, all your skills have a chance to improve and grow as well. When you devote some of that training to your weakest skill, you will know.
I'll think on this and return when my weakest skill is stronger. What? Does that mean I'm gonna need to increase computer use? It's not even my weakest one. Although in terms of skill rank, it's 0, but I have a +1 from something. Oh my god. Well, it's not too bad, especially because I'm focusing on treat injury. But the thing is, oh, I'm gonna need to sacrifice something. Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it. We only have 3 points in skills, I think. Wow. As a girl, you don't get the handmaiden, you can get the disciple on Dantooine, if I recall correctly. I guess we're gonna find out.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Obviously.
Very well.
Before, when you taught me to listen, I wish to continue that lesson.
There is nothing more that I can teach you now. Wait until you have grown in the Force, and we shall see what
It's
more
very
knowledge
important
I
to
can
get all
impart.
these things.
Very.
Yeah. I want to build a lightsaber.
The knowledge has already been imparted to.
Yeah, that goes back to that. Can you teach me any lightsaber forms?
The Jedi practice many forms, many styles of lightsaber combat. You may have already felt the Shicho. Others may come with time.
Yeah, that goes back to that. What do you know of the Makashi technique?
Ah, a technique that helps one resist the force attacks of an enemy.
I don't know- I have this
and
one.
Also is excellent in lightsaber combat.
I didn't
It does more
listen.
damage, but it leaves you vulnerable to other attacks.
That sounds like my
Use it
my
against
thing.
others wielding the force or lightsabers, but not against anyone else. Others may come with time, with experience.
Of course. Mostly level ups, that's what she means.
Very well. Ask.
Kreia, what are you? Are you a Jedi or a Sith?
Does it matter? Of course it does.
It goes back to that, okay.
Ask.
I don't think I asked it about Atris. Ghostface, I hope you get better your headache. Drank a cup of coffee and now it's so bad I gotta feed my bean addiction. That happens to me as well. I need to be very careful with my caffeine intake. I sort of managed it earlier this year, but I was having some troubles as well. Earlier last year. Did you know Atris at all?
Atris herself is not as familiar
Atris.
to me as perhaps she should be.
Did you
Yet
do the
I
wisdom
feel
perk? I
know.
don't think I did.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Because Atris's path is one I walked long ago, and it is a chapter of my life that has been read and closed. She has taken the first steps, I think. We shall see. Surely you felt the righteous anger, the spoken judgments, the
Thank you,
lack
Curly
of
Bear.
forgiveness.
Oh, no, yeah, I did that before. That's true. I understand, Ghostface. I did that before when I asked her that particular line. I'm just going through the lines to see what else is new, because this game doesn't tell me what I asked already. I really like that newer RPGs do that. I believe Oblivion was the first game to do that. Yeah, Morrowind doesn't have that. So she has taken the first steps, I think. We shall see. Surely you felt the righteous anger of the spoken judgments, the lack of forgiveness. Oh, I mean, you can definitely say that again. That was easy to feel. You walked her path, though?
I was a historian once, gathering the relics of the Jedi, learning the ancient mysteries.
Ancient mysteries! At least not the
More
machines.
questions.
The machines!
One quickly learns that the Jedi Code does not give all the answers. If you are to truly understand,
Doesn't give answers
then
at all.
you need the contrast, not adherence to a single idea. That is why Atris and the others blamed me, sentenced me. They believed me responsible for Revan's fall.
Wait. You trained Revan?
You have already asked much.
The soundtrack
I do
stopped
not wish to speak of this anymore.
when she said that line. Okay.
Ask, and I will answer.
Did you know Revan?
I misspoke before, and I do not wish to choose my words unwisely again. Leave this be.
Thank you. Okay.
Ask.
Yeah, just making sure. Oh, I've thought more about the destruction of Viz's homeworld. Also, I talked to her about it.
And?
Oh, I didn't talk to Atten, did I? I'll be going. So I got experience from there. Let's ask Atten. Maybe he knows what's going on. I didn't realize that Atten was going to be a part of this whole thing. He's going to talk about her boobs again, isn't he? Hey, Atten.
Something up?
Don't. Why do you have to be... I had some questions for you.
Alright, what did you want to know?
Oh, never mind. Nope. Atten doesn't say anything. So I can...
Yes.
Let's try that again, because that intro is weird.
Yes.
Yes, well, he didn't say anything because of the things. It's the... I need questions.
Then ask.
I mean, I have questions. It's about, Viz's homeworld destruction. Atten said her planet was wiped out, that it was the only colony of her people in the sector of the galaxy.
Did he? And what do you make of that?
He did say that when she was unconscious, I think. Well, if her people all see through the Force, then maybe someone wanted to blind them.
The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle.
Ah, this is the same as before.
But
Okay. So if I can ask that... Yeah, this is all pointless, because it's... I asked this already. Do you know anything about the Sith who pursue us?
I know of them, yes, and how much like beasts they had become. Combined, united against
believe
the
this is
Jedi,
new.
They command legions of Sith. But above these legions there are 3 who must be stopped. As long as any one of them lives, then we, and all life, are doomed. One
3.
bathes in pain, feeds on it for sustenance. The other has ceased being a living being, so consumed by hunger that he has
We know these
forgotten
two, I
his
think.
own flesh. And the last is a creature of betrayals, for without such things there is no hope.
This last betrayer. Who is this last betrayer?
Even now she is difficult to see. She must remain hidden for now until the time is right. If not, then all our efforts will be for nothing. In this you must trust me. If she is exposed too soon, then this war will be over before it has begun.
Could it be me? Could it be Kreia? Could it be Bastila? We have seen her already. What about the one who bathes in pain, the Scion?
Yes, of pain he has learned much. Of knowledge, of teaching, he knows nothing. Like the others, he was spawned by the horrors of the Mandalorian wars. He exists solely to spread his pain to all
Dun, dun,
Jedi
dun. Yeah.
everywhere.
Is the one consumed by hunger Vizis's master? I would know more of him.
He, if he can truly be called a man any longer,
Yeah, you talked about him already. That's fine.
ask.
Yeah, I think we're good. I'll be going now. Thanks, Kreia. Bane is good. It reminds me that I'm still alive. Who says that? Although it might be just a common saying that a lot of characters say. But you wrote it like Max Payne. Can I do anything with the HK unit? I cannot, so that doesn't matter. Who am I missing? I talked to Atten, I talked to Vizis. Oh, Baudur. Oh, I hate Baudur. He talks so weirdly. And he's such a wet fart as well. Like, what the heck? He doesn't... Vizis.
My life for yours.
Can I ask you some questions?
I will answer what I can.
Oh, this doesn't have anything. Yeah, it's all new. It's all the same. I will, however, try to find out.
There's... It was not forever his and the they and my, he can, and now but there I'm not, but there I'm my master where
I'm trying to look for persuasion failures.
my people that my son my master, but after traveling with you, I feel that perhaps there was a gift in it, hidden beneath the pain.
There it is. This is the new one.
It is not. I will answer what I can.
Dang it. When was this? Just now. We're good. Wet farts fits. Yeah. I never used Baudur, never made him. And the thing with Baudur is his voice. I really don't like his voice. Me without space between them. It says Harry. Oh right, you're explaining Harry. Just to answer your question, Ghostface, the way you get the narrator to say something about you is you write /ME space, and then you write whatever you want. As long as the first 4 characters, as long as the first 4 characters in your Twitch comment are /ME space, those are 4 characters, then that happens. And it's used for narration, and just the narrator being like, Harry doesn't use it properly. But anyway, it's fine to use it as a highlight, even though there's another feature for highlight, which is the little thing that allows you to highlight your message. Derp, says Curly Bear. Absolutely. Derp indeed. Hey, Visas.
My life for yours.
I had some questions for you.
I will answer what I can.
It was about your species being blind.
That's...
You sound as if... No, let's how do I... Because before you sounded as if sight was lost to you. No. Because before you sounded as if that sight was lost to you.
My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the perceptions of my people.
Visas has a limited ability to see the Force. You... Right.
My master, when he showed me my world, showed it to me as it is.
There it is.
It hurt. And since that moment, it has been difficult to perceive the Force as I once did. But after traveling with you, I feel that perhaps there was a gift in it, hidden beneath the pain.
When one endures, it gives hope to others and themselves.
Only when one suffers do certain truths become evident, both of the galaxy and of the self. And I feel you are an example of this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll be going now. And we gained more influence with her. And our light side is going up a little bit. We're gonna kill more innocents. It's all fine. And say mean things to traitors. Baldur! Hey, the remote is going around. It's, I see you later. Saves come, yeah. Baldur?
Yes, General?
Do you have any shields I could use?
Sorry, General, I'm something...
He doesn't talk. This is fantastic. I love that Baldur doesn't say anything. This is amazing. This is great. Okay, so... I think everybody has their levels... Or everybody's leveled up. Let me just make sure... Yes, everybody's leveled up. So what I need to do now is I need to... I'm gonna unequip all the items. So upgrade the items. It's going... No lightsabers. Yeah, we don't have a lightsaber. I don't know what that was all about. I think it was just a part of the lightsaber that I must have had or something. This is a pain. Can I double click? Yes, I can. Then I assemble. Lovely. Okay, so then we have melee. I didn't assemble. My god, this is a weird interface. It's good when it's only a couple of items that you manage, but not like this. So what are we going to do? We're basically going to destroy some of the items to get parts and make some upgrades. That's the best way to do it. Especially for armor, I feel. I'm starting from the beginning because I know the interface doesn't remember the order sometimes. Okay, so that's good. Take out the parts or you'll destroy them. Yes, that's what I just did. Like what the Mirror Lucas says, having traveled with you, and she just came aboard. I didn't even realize that, but that's absolutely true. But it's just, yeah. The instant change states. Yeah, it's just something that I'm used to in RPGs. It's just, you know, you sort of ignore that, but it doesn't make any sense when you think about it. Okay, so all the items, all the equipment is with me. What this means now is pretty straightforward. Is I need to decide what each person... Well, I need to figure out what each character... You can't see the skills from here. This is such a pain. That you can't see the skills of other characters. Doesn't matter. We don't have that many characters. So... Take those two first. No, wait, what? 2 available slots, right. This was put out during the Xbox days. Yeah, this game is an Xbox game. Did you know that there's an Android port for the first game? I did not. Or if I did, I forgot about it. Oh, we do have some level ups. Gents, it seems like you have some level ups to do. Yes, you do, but I thought you were level 11. And yeah, I just came here to make sure I knew what your skills were. So I sort through the inventory, but let's look at your attributes. That's going to be for dexterity, because he's going to be a shooter. As for your skills, that's going to be the same as before. We have an extra one over there. Are we going up on computer use? Yes, we are. Let's go on computer use. And that's you. And Baldur, what do you have? Intelligence. He's a skill. He's a specialist, yeah. You will not make Atten a Sith. I probably will. Maybe. We'll make Atten a Sith, yeah. Or makes Atten a Sith. So let's go up on intelligence for you. And as for your skills, it's basically everything else. Because you're not too shabby, actually. He's a good replacement for T3. T3 does have other uses. But, yeah, he has... Maybe I'm being a little bit... Maybe he doesn't need more intelligence. What exactly does intelligence do, anyway? Let's not go up on intelligence. Let's make him strength. Yeah, heavy armor. Let's give him some strength, because he fights in melee, I think. And then in terms of skills, we have basically all the skills that we're ever going to need. At least I think so. And that is that for him. Anyone else feel that Atten is a bargain Han Solo? Absolutely it is. I mean, as far as I know, because I never watched the movies. But yeah, I saw it. The first time I saw him in this playthrough, I said he was a second-rate Skywalker, but then again, I don't know who Skywalker is. It is apparently Han Solo. So we're looking at not skills, that's not what matters. We're looking at feats. So he's got medium armor. Yeah, we're just gonna need to keep mostly medium armor. Yeah, actually, I probably should note that down, to be honest. You never watched the movies? I never did. I was talking about it earlier. Like, every time I ask somebody if the movies are good, they're like, eh. Now, fans of the movie, I'm talking about fans of the movies. Like, are they good movies? You know. So, Baldur, that's BD, equals medium armor. We're going to go... I don't know that he can actually get higher versions of armor. I'm revoking your nerd card, says Ghostface. Absolutely. 4, 5, and 6 are the best movies of all time. I think the best movies of all time are The Lord of the Rings, 1, 2, and 3. I watched those ones. So he's got Gearhead. I got sneezes coming up as well. We got a blaster rifle. Blaster rifle. And that's it. That's all that I need. My god, the sneezes. He doesn't actually have the feats for shooting. What a noob. I'm making him be... Oh wait, I shouldn't give him a blaster rifle. What the heck is that? It doesn't make any sense that he would get a blaster rifle. Ugh, you should get melee weapons. Anyway, it doesn't matter. His character is dumb. I don't like his character. Shieldbreaker. Oh, yeah. Interesting. There's only one trilogy. It's the Spider-Man movies. The ones with... I forget his name. Ghostface is saying there's only one trilogy. What is the name of the... What is the you know, the best Spider-Man movies? You know, the ones... Yes, that's the only trilogy that exists. Do you not like sci-fi, asks Ghostface. I do like sci-fi a lot. I just don't like space operas. Because they are just basically like normal movies, except with a veneer of space fiction, you know, on top of them. From what I've seen. Which is not a lot. It's just that I don't like them, so... let's see. So we have... then we have Atten over here. Excuse all the terrible things I sneezed and now my nose is all congested. The one with Kirsten Dunst. No, that's not the one. That is not the one, Ghostface. I don't know his name. I don't know. Tobey Maguire, of course, Tobey Maguire, best Spider-Man. That's the best trilogy. Those are great movies, especially the second one. Great stuff right there. What sci-fi movies have you seen? Some of my favorite movies are sci-fi. I really like Moon. And in more in an animation realm, I really like WALL-E. That's the Disney movie or Pixar movie, I don't remember. Then more traditional sci-fi, I really liked Interstellar, I really liked The Martian. There's probably some alien movies. I really like Loopers. Loopers was really fun. Those are sort of a different style of sci-fi. I really like Judge Dredd. The first one, I think. Not the second one, because that was terrible. Judge Dredd was great. Kill me now, put me in the Wicker Man and burn me. And then my misery, says Harry. Harry doesn't agree with... Harry watches movies, I don't. So, anyway. So let's go here. So you are a two-weapon specialist. Or you will be a two-weapon... yeah. Blaster... Pistol. Times 2. And heavy armor. But I need to pay attention to him specifically on the +4. Because the heavy armor, I don't have anything that allows for his dexterity bonus. And I would love to have some of that. He's also a good with melee. We don't need to worry too much about that. Okay. Let's go back inside then. I will go to Portugal. Oh. Okay. 2 available slots. That's Kreia. That's the 2 blind ladies. And T3. I'll bring T3 along in a little bit. Oh, I can change them outside. I never know. And you also need to level up. Oh, this might have been because of our recent experience gains and all that. Let's see what you have. Firefly, I watched probably like 4 or 5 episodes of Firefly. It's very much space opera-y. When I say space opera, I mean it's a soap opera in space. That's my understanding of what space opera is, and I think it is exactly what the intention behind the term is. Firefly is very focused on the characters, and I feel that sci-fi doesn't completely lend itself to, like, Cowboy Bebop, for example. Amazing series, but you don't watch it for the sci-fi. If Cowboy Bebop didn't really take place in space, it wouldn't change much. There's of course the themes that are there when you know it allows for that sort of job, but it doesn't matter that it's sci-fi or not. It's not like a mecha anime, for example, requires that it is sci-fi because you have robots, or at least a certain level of technology, sort of made up technology. You can have mecha in fantasy, but it's still made up technology, right? There's still a level of sci-fi. But for Cowboy Bebop, it doesn't really matter. If it was like Cowboys in the Wild West and it was the same story, it would work the same. And I feel like that's what a lot of TV sci-fi does, because they're afraid of going into the nitty-gritty of settings that are weird and alien to people, which is sci-fi. And admittedly, admittedly, Star Wars is very much about, you know, the interactions of all the made up stuff, the Force and all that. It's very much about that. So, you know, that it is about the setting, but it's just not. That's not really, the Force isn't sci-fi. The Force is just it's fantasy. You know what I mean? I want to see this new technology that is weird and how it affects society and all this sort of stuff. Speaking of which, I really enjoyed. What was that? I just thought of. I liked it. Like for example, Her. I don't know if you ever watched Her. Her is a ridiculous movie in a lot of aspects, and it's not a particularly amazing piece in my opinion, but it's provocative in terms of how it approaches the setting, and I think that's cool. The way what the movie does is basically, near future, computers are capable of basically having human-like artificial intelligence that you are capable of talking to your computer and developing a relationship with your computer, and the game just takes the movie just takes that to extremes. That's the sort of sci-fi that I like. Not necessarily in a sense that it's not very sci-fi because it's like in 2028 or something like that, and it's not something that is completely detached from our world. It's not like, I don't know, time travel or anything like that, but it is still a challenge to the reality that we know today with the technology that doesn't exist and how it affects the world. And it's fun. It's really cool. I liked, there was another one, I just thought about it. As I'm talking, I'm thinking of another movie, of other movies that I watched. Specifically in Firefly, it has to be set in space because of the distance of the direct comparison to the Old West. And so far as the Force is concerned, it's an Eastern religion, and you can see Eastern influence in things. Yeah, I've heard about that. Screamers is a good sci-fi. Also, Terminator 1 and Blade Runner. I still need to watch Blade Runner. My God, I absolutely have to watch Blade Runner. I believe I have watched Terminator 1. Total Recall, I don't think I watched it. Minority Report, I believe I watched it and I didn't like it, but it's been a long while since I watched Minority Report, and it was late at night. I just thought of another movie when I was talking about Her. I don't know. It's just I like sci-fi because it forces you to make a setting around this weird technology thing. It's like The Matrix. The story of The Matrix doesn't work without sci-fi because it has to be. It's all about the sci-fi. But the story behind a lot of sci-fi movies and a sci-fi series just works elsewhere. If they talk about different things, it's still the same story, just with different veneer on top. And I feel that's wasted. The Matrix sucks. I like the first one as a movie. I don't know. I never really understood the second and third ones, and yeah, I've heard that Dark City is another movie that's very similar. Without spaceship and Death Stars, there is no show. Of course there is. If it doesn't have spaceships, it has a ship with cannons. And without a Death Star, it has a bomb in Parliament. It's still the same story, you know. The details of it. What I mean by the same story isn't necessarily like, obviously the settings change, but like Romeo and Juliet, no matter how you tell it, it's still the same story. If they are talking to each other with a phone or with a letter or in person, because that's how a lot of it is done in theater. Sometimes, not all the time. Some of the back and forth, and if they kill each other with a weapon, or if they get sent, I don't know, it's like down a mountain. It doesn't matter. The details themselves don't matter, and the Death Star doesn't matter. I say I never watched the movie, so I'm saying this, and obviously I might be wrong. I'm just sort of trying to convey an idea of how I perceive the setting. It's like the story of the Lord of the Rings. The story of the Lord of the Rings doesn't work detached from its setting because the story is so much about how the setting works. You know what I mean? So it's not like the story of the Lord of the Rings can be retold in in a different setting, but it's gonna change how the Lord of the Rings works, because the story is so focused on the details of the setting. Like if it's not about this magic ring that has power, like, I don't know. Maybe it does, actually. Now I say it. Now I talk about it. Maybe Lord of the Rings actually works in different... Like, you just make it be different things. Yeah, either way. Weapon that destroys an entire planet, a bomb doesn't cut it. It does. It doesn't matter if it destroys an entire planet or just, you know, an entire country. It doesn't change anything. It's still the same thing. It's still all about the action scenes and all that. But again, I didn't watch the movies. So if you're saying I'm wrong, I defer to you. I'm just saying that, you know, there's things that are important to the story, and there's things that are just the layer on top. Oh yeah, I'm absolutely missing a huge part of pop culture. I played and fell in love with Fallout 2, and then I played Fallout 1 and also fell in love with Fallout 1. In fact, it's my favorite Fallout game. Well, actually, New Vegas is my favorite Fallout game, but of the first two, Fallout 1 is my favorite. But I played Fallout 2 and played it to the end a lot of times without understanding a single pop culture reference. The first time I played Fallout 2, I was 14. And I played it a lot of times until I was like 20-somethings. Yeah, it was, yeah, until I was 21, I didn't understand a single reference. I was 21 when I watched Monty Python for the first time. Like, can you imagine playing Fallout 2 specifically, because the game is so rich on pop culture references, and not understanding any of the references. It didn't make it any worse of a game. It's just I didn't see some of the jokes, and it's totally fine. Like, there's a lot of references to a lot of things, like the holy hand grenade. I'm just, well, I guess it's a holy hand grenade. It's kind of funny. I knew the holy hand grenade from Worms Armageddon, which was a game that I played a lot when I was a kid as well. It had the holy hand grenade. Of course, itself being a reference, but the thing is, I just didn't get a single reference. It's a single reference. Even things as simple as I'm in town to get in, to kick some ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. I didn't know that even that reference. Like, such an easy reference, because I just didn't watch the movies. And the thing is, Harry, I don't think Fallout 2 is fun because of those references. I think those references are lame and dated, and very, very dated, and not necessarily very well done. There's some references that are fun. I think certainly the Bridge of Death is very interesting, very iconic. And a lot of the Monty Python references, I think, are fun. Not necessarily because they are Monty Python references, but they are fun because they are Monty Python. But a lot of the other ones are just lame. It's very easy for people to make references in their games and in their writing, and just, you know, do the Ready Player One sort of situation. But that's so rote, and yeah, I don't like that at all. Whenever people, I'm all fine with people liking Fallout 2 because of the references. That's totally fine, but I don't think it makes the game better. Whenever people say Fallout 2 is better because it has more references, I'm like, no, that doesn't make it better. If anything, that makes it worse, because it's less imaginative. But the thing is, Fallout 1 also has a bunch of references. They're just not pop culture references. They are just not as pop, if you know what I mean. I watched when I was 8. I watched Terminator. I think I watched Terminator when I was 8 as well. So maybe 9 or something. E.T. Never watched E.T. Mad Max. I watched Mad Max probably when I was 20-something. All the Mad Maxes. Chuck Norris movies, never watched any. And all that good stuff, cool stuff. How can I say that? I'm being absolutely brutally honest, Harry. That's what I'm being. Star Wars is religion. That same argument you can make with the Borderlands series. Ghostface. Don't tell me Borderlands is full of references. What? No way. Is that what Borderlands is known for? No. Borderlands has a few maybe. I don't know. I didn't. Okay. I played Borderlands. I played Borderlands 1. And I played Borderlands... the one with an expansion that's like making fun of tabletop role-playing games. And then that's the only ones that I played. And there was just... I didn't get any references. It's not known for it, but they're just in there. I see what you mean, Ghostface. I see what you mean. But I didn't get any reference. I don't remember any of the reference. I certainly don't remember being like, aha, I know where this is from. Now, these days, I know that. But that's because I've gained a little bit more repertoire of references, and I know things a little bit better. To the point where I can even tell that's, can be a little bit more picky about if the reference is correct or something. Sometimes it happens, but it's very rare. It's just that that's not what I do games for, because I didn't grow up playing games for the references, I suppose. You don't know pop culture, that's why they went above? Yeah, of course. So let's see what I'm going to do with Kreia here. Kreia could get some wisdom or some dexterity. I'm going to go with dexterity because I want her to be a frontliner. What am I doing with her skills here? Nah, I know what I'm doing with her skills. And then normal skills, not that one. This one over here. Her feet, Master Force Focus. I have that already. Very nice. Absolutely very nice. And I will go with Lightsaber Focus most likely. I think so. Wait, does melee count? Do lightsabers count? Oh, I need to look into this. KOTOR. Melee weapon focus, melee weapons. I need to know this. Weapon focus melee weapons if it counts for the lightsaber. No, it doesn't. Good. Advanced Jedi Defense. That's what I'm talking about. This feat gives a character a +3 bonus to all deflection rolls. Certain items may apply a bonus or penalty to this ability. It's only versus deflection, though. So, that's kind of not great. Also, toughness is really nice. But that's nice. And then powers, obviously. Force channel. Nice. Obviously, she's a consular, I believe. Plague and Insanity. That sounds like my kind of... Plague and Insanity. That sounds like my kind of powers. Good. And now for you, attributes. Maximum dexterity. Wait a minute. She's a sentinel, so she's... Yeah. Lovely. For skills, we're going up on computer use, and we have maxed it out already. Let's go up on treat injury as well. And then feats, we got force immunity for paralysis. That's a passive perk? That's really cool. I didn't realize that. That's really cool. Advanced Jedi Defense, I don't think I need that. I'll go watch Captain Shack now. A true nerd. I don't know who Captain Shark is. I'm not even that much of a... I don't know anything. I'm bad. Let's go with Master to Weapon Fighting. That's really nice. And for powers, Resilience, Position, or Form. Still don't have access to Force Storm, but we do have access to Kill. And we have access to Insanity as well. Oh, no, we don't, because it's only the one. Kill is good, except... Nice. Okay, now I need to write this down. Having 2 streams open is not doable. No, it is not. So we got Visas. Such a weird name. She is dual light saber. And then we have Kreia, which is one light saber. Okay. And then what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do this. D3, M4. Also needs to level up. Okay. Ooh, you're going up on intelligence. I don't think that's needed. But, I mean, I did that before. I don't think that's needed because he does have a lot of skills. But look at that. He's good. That's good enough. Okay, and then for feats, going with the gearhead. Ooh, we might be able to open that thing now. I think we might. He's playing a boring game anyways, says Ghostface. Thank you very much for saying that I'm not playing a boring game, which I'm not, but some people might think. Okay, come on, don't leave me hanging. Impossible. I'll tell you what. I'll give him some items. In fact, we can start looking at his items, because I'm not going to make items, I'm just going to make upgrades, so... Droid upgrade slot. That's pretty nice. Droid motivation booster that adds dexterity and defense. And then computer use, regenerate vitality points. Somewhat really interesting there. Defense and computer use. Oh, those are pretty nice, actually. Awareness demolition. Awareness attack modifier. Some really good stuff in here. I'm really surprised. Nothing that increases our lockpicking, unfortunately. Which is really what I was looking forward to. Yeah, there's nothing that... So, I'll just rephrase that. I think I'll have to rephrase that. Aww. I guess that's it. And with that, I think it works better for the Let's Play. I'm back his playing... Yeah. So, we've talked to everybody. And, let's outfit everybody. Because I can just choose the best items out here. And I'm actually going to choose the best team. No, wait. That's how that works. And that's you two. There we go. And we all have dark side clothes. So now I can look at my thing. So, mine is uniform. So I'm going with dark Jedi robes. And these need to be upgraded. Nothing extraordinary. And for her... I'm probably going to go with a Jedi robe. There's no real way around it. Good. And then, for Kreia, I can look at that right now. Such a pain in the ass that you can't outfit them all properly. We got a Padawan robe for Kreia. It's not ideal. Wait. Did I... She has clothing. Oh, we have 5 sets of clothing. That's clothing for days. Okay, we might not want to destroy the sets of clothing. If it says impossible rather than skill too low, you probably just can't lockpick it, says Curly Bear. Thank you for pointing it out. That makes a lot of sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know why I didn't think about that. That's a very good point. Although, the thing is, it makes sense here, but in some games it doesn't. Because here in this game, it's not a dice roll. It's always, you know, a skill check.
Honor is mine.
And in some games, it is a dice roll. So some impossible is different from too difficult. And especially in D&D, it is a thing like that. Okay, so I have awareness, will, immunity to poison, some other things that don't matter. Persuade +2, charisma +1. Wisdom and will +1. Immunity versus... Damage immunity versus dark side. That's kind of cool. Awareness, demolition, security. That is going to be for you, most likely. Combat sensors for extra dexterity. How do I want to do this? If I could have an extra... Saves... This is really good, the meditation band. The problem is, it's +1 wisdom. It's not +1 to wisdom modifier. Am I wrong in that? I'm not. But in this case, it actually makes sense. Or it actually matters. Because I have a little bit of that. So let's go with that. And then, for you, I'll give you weapon focus on blaster pistol and blaster rifle. The combat sensor is really sucky. He's got a lot of dexterity. He's good to go. I hate randomized loot in this game. You can get unlucky and get the best stuff rare. Equipment for the wrong alignment. It is randomized, isn't it? I didn't know for sure. But it is randomized. Yeah, I didn't know for sure, but it makes sense. Let me make sure that he has the skills that I think he does, because if he doesn't, then all this is pointless. I never know what I'm looking at. He doesn't have repair or anything. That should be Baldur's glasses. Yeah, he doesn't need that. He's gonna get the dexterity thing. Okay. And for you, Regal Visor for extra persuade and charisma. Does she actually need charisma? She does. So I don't think did I give you already that? Nope. Regal Visor. Probably what I want. Persuading charisma is nice. The persuade is something that I would need, but I'm good at persuade. I don't think I'm gonna ever need an extra persuade. Have you visited Narshada? I'm going there next. I'm just sort of sorting through my inventory because we just talked to a bunch of people, and I've been rambling about stuff as well. And I'm just looking at that. So in terms of armor over here, we have a maximum dexterity bonus of +3. Wait, can't I give you those gloves that are kind of good? Didn't I have gloves? No, that's shields. What are these? No, gloves is up here. Even though those look like gloves, that's not gloves. It's insulated gloves. Jowl shape perception gloves. It's these ones for extra dexterity, or for minus dexterity, but for extra armor. So Sinagar war suit over here is looking good. Got some really heavy stuff in here. That really does lower the hit chances though. I'm gonna go with the Sith battle suit. And go with that up there. Let's see what you are gonna get. You got the insulated gloves. That's good enough. And I don't get... Oh, I do. I can get insulated gloves. Not too shabby. Okay, let's now look through... Baldur and Kreia. You don't hear me, Kreia. You lie to me. So Baldur is the one with the funny glasses. He also has medium armor. But he doesn't have... He basically doesn't... He's the one that really needed the higher level thing. So I'm gonna give him the Sinagar war suit. I can't give him these because those are heavy. And then for his face, I got the goofy looking one. Kreia. Wait, did I give you gloves? I didn't, but I can't give you gloves, and I think I can't give them to Kreia either. She gets extra saves on the neural band and extra awareness. Let's go with the neural band for her.
Hear you.
Yes, you do. Okay, that's pretty good. So Baldur, that, Kreia, that. Okay. Have you sucked on any Jedi Masters? I have not. I have not seen them yet. Oh, I'm very early in the game. I'm basically out of TLS. We're just been to Dantooine here. Found a little bit of a lightsaber part and things. What I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to get my inventory down to a place where I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna need any of these. I'm not gonna use them, and or at least I don't think I'm gonna use them. And I will look at new stuff. So plasma torch I need. I'll look at new stuff as it comes, basically. And as for energy shields, we do have a lot of energy shields. We have an enormous amount of Arcanian energy shields, because we don't use them. Because I don't like using them. Not that they're not useful, they're definitely useful. But I just don't use them. So we got energy and electrical for 40 points. So the Akani shield is what I want. What everybody wants. I swear I have another. Yes, I do. Right. Okay. Constitution Armband. Do I have that? I have my own armband. Yeah, but it's only +1 on Constitution. It doesn't really change anything. Unfortunately. I might have some people with uneven Constitution. Nah, nobody does. Constitution Armband is sort of meh. We're not going to throw it away, mind you. But still. Oh, this Mandalorian melee shield doesn't show. Mandalorians don't feel melee combat, but anything that absorbs physical damage. It doesn't show the. Oh no, it's 50. Okay. So energy, sonic, cold, heat, and electrical. That's the Arcanian energy shield, which are really interesting. And then we have the Mandalorian melee shields, which are 50. Right. Okay. Okay, Mandalorian melee shields are what it's all about. Okay. And then you are going to get them as well. Because I want to keep track of what I use and all that. Mandalorian melee shield. And then in the other one, it's normal energy shield. Because I don't have the nice one. Although I might have something nice. Oh, I got the Arcanian energy shields. Those are better. Mandalorian. Wait, what? Oh, wait. We had an extra one? Or did I... No, I'm not seeing it. We had an extra one, didn't we? She needs a Mandalorian melee shield. Yeah. He might. Some of these might have uneven constitution. No, not really. There's also a bug with the energy shields where they stay on if you activate them right before and go through a loading zone. So ideally you want a physical shield and an energy shield on each player. Yes, that's what I'm doing right now. Physical shields are for melee characters or when fighting Jedi, and keep an energy shield on your blaster characters. I just don't use them, the shields, because they're another layer of combat that I'm really not very interested in. And it's not that they're not good, it's just that I don't think about them when I'm playing. That's my problem. Okay, so that's the shields done. We're halfway there. Whoa! Okay. And now for the packages. Now, we don't have many people who can use packages. Stealth and dexterity. Wait a minute, aren't you the one that has a dexterity? Yes. Stealth and dexterity is really nice. He does have stealth as well. There's also a bug that removes the description of the item. And just like that, it does weird things. There it is. And then you don't get... Yeah, I don't have strength. So I can't use them, but you can. A response package for stealth and dexterity. Reflex package for reflex, constitution, and strength. Constitution and strength would be a nice one. Not that she needs the strength, but I could give her a light and she would get extra constitution. Although constitution doesn't actually increase your hit points, it just increases your saves. I always do, I guess people really do play this game differently. It's just that I'm lazy, basically. If I'm I have a reason. I can explain to you why. Like, I can explain to you why I play like that. But it's not a conscious decision. It's just I can explain to you why I don't pay attention to shields.
I hear you.
It's just that if I'm fighting the thing is, shields are not infinite, so I'm always aware. So reflex, we're just gonna go with the reflex. I think that's probably a general enough. For him, constitution and strength wouldn't be a bad thing though, especially because he has the Allied's armband. That's pretty good. Okay, so I'm always aware that they are usable. They are consumables. And so I'm like, I don't want to use them if I don't need to, right? That's the truth. You don't want to use them if you don't need to use them. So when do you know that you don't need to use them? It's usually when the fight, doesn't go well for you or is about to turn south. The problem is when that happens, I'm already so deep in trouble when I'm like, oh no, this fight is I'm gonna die. A shield doesn't save me, and that's because the shields take a little while to activate. And it's just, I either die or it doesn't make any difference. And that's the reason. But it's not like a conscious decision. I'm not making the conscious decision of being like, I'm not going to use them. I do use them every once in a while. Like, if I die a lot, or if I die once or twice in a particular fight, I'm like, I'm going to use them. But I also need to remember to use them. And that's another thing. Demolitions, repair, security, treat injury. What do I want to do? Immunity versus fire. Stealth field generator. That's what you want. Stealth field generator. Might have more than one. Turns out I don't. So I'm going to go with the Zerka utility belt. And for me... Fortitude. Fortitude is always nice, especially for the main character. Okay. Oh no, wait. I was gonna say we're done with the boring stuff. We're not done with the boring stuff. Safety harness for extra demolitions. That's probably for you. Do you have demolitions, actually? You do. Good stuff. And then fortitude. For you. And immunity to fire is a good thing to have every once in a while. Okay. So, now for the weapons, which is the fun part. And I also have T3. Yay, boring stuff. Not a true Mandalorian. Okay, so, for our weapons. Or how is this team going to be built? So, Vissus is a dual lightsaber. So, she's a dual weapon. She's going to be a frontliner. Although, she does have... a lot of power. So I think I'm gonna give her... let's find out. So I'm looking over here for melee weapons. There's a huge raiding party coming from Lambert as I'm managing inventory in Knights of the Old Republic 2. Lambert, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, everybody. I'm managing inventory and we're gonna go to a new planet in a little bit. So I'm looking for melee weapons, specifically. Druv007, welcome to the stream. Gidon Beacon, that's not what I need. Quarterstaff, Exchange Negotiator. What is this, Exchange Negotiator? It's very low damage, so I don't really like it. Longsword. These are... oh, yeah, Vibro Swords. Fully upgradable. Okay. We have a lot of vibro swords, as it turns out. They're little stone batons. Yes. I remember trying to use that. Zabrak Vibro Blade. So, what is the difference? This one is +2 unstoppable damage, so it's not too bad there. But I think a Vibro Sword is what we want, because we have a 2d6, which is pretty decent. And it's fully upgradable, so we can just take them as the weapons that we choose. But then the Vibro Blade is pretty good as well, because it's fully upgraded. It's a 1d10, as far as I can tell. Fully upgradable. Okay, Zabrak Vibro Blade. Okay, that's it. So we have Vibro Swords. Oh, wait, Vibro Swords. No, Vibro Swords are offhanded weapons as well. This is pretty important. This is pretty important, because basically that is how I'm gonna do things. Shabani, welcome to the stream, and thank you for joining. That's actually a secretly powerful weapon. If you spec your character right and add more stun stuff, you can stun lock enemies. I know, it's very powerful. And there's certain abilities that that even add more. Certain lightsaber customizations that allow you to do that. But I don't rely too much on that. Okay, so these are blasted pistols, and I'm looking specifically at melee weapons. Why does the game not sort properly the melee weapons? So we still have the Vibro Blade. No, the Vibro Sword down here. Right. Very important. And then we can also look at the icons, but you can't see the icons. I can see some of the icons. But some of the... Okay, Vibro Blade. Zabrak Vibro Blade. I have 2 of these. Okay. And I don't think they are offhand weapons, which means that this is sort of a clear-cut decision. Zabrak Vibro Blade in my main hand. No, they are offhanded weapons. Okay, it's a mixture. Vibro Sword and Zabrak Vibro Blade. That sounds like a lovely time, right? And for her, she doesn't actually have... I can make her carry the stun baton just in case I want to do that. Good old 2003 BioWare. Yeah. Can she actually use the stun batons? Edon Beacon, that's the one. No. No. It's the exchange negotiator. And none on the outer weapon, interestingly enough. Is that a two-handed weapon? Well, that's what she has. And now for Atten. Atten is a dual blaster pistol kind of guy. So what we want is Bennock's blaster here. Unfortunately, that's not upgraded. It is very good. It's balanced as well. Modified holdout blaster. That's another stun weapon. In fact, modified holdout blaster is the stun weapon of preference for that. I could get him something extra out here. Some of these are upgradable, others are not. You can see it change over there, and they're the same. They're mining lasers nonetheless. Just weird. This is upgradable with a scope. The Systech Oral Blaster. What exactly does it do? Attribute damage dexterity. Oof, this is like a debuffer. Attack modifier not upgradable. Stun chance. Scout. Wait, he's got 2 stun chance weapons? Look at that. 25% chance to on a DC 10 to stun and 25% chance. So those are 2 weapons of stun. My god, that is incredible. I want something to do damage. That is brutal. That is incredible over there. And he's got a lot of dexterity. He's got +6 on dexterity. And that armor allows him to have +6. It goes up to +7. It's a weird armor. Yeah. He's a bro. He is. Okay, so. What are we looking at now? Bennock's Blaster. Probably an amazing weapon. That's probably where I'm going to go with. Or what I'm going to go with. So we're looking at blaster pistols here. Fully upgradable. That already has... Looks as Disruptor here. Not upgradable. It's unstoppable damage though, so it's interesting. But this doesn't do much damage to begin with. Critical threat is kind of nice, I think. It does a little bit of extra damage. So these are really weird weapons. Because it does the normal critical threat and then a plus 1d4. Okay. They got mining lasers over here. Zabrax Vibro Blade. Disruptor Rifle. The Blaster Rifle here. And everything else is a Blaster Rifle. Okay. So Bannock's Blaster on the one hand. And on the other... not upgradable. I want something that is upgradable. This is a 4 to 7 damage. And it does dexterity damage as well. Especially in long combats when it's defining... when it's deafening character... it can accumulate. How long does that last? That actually can be really powerful. I'm gonna go with the Systech Oral Blaster. And take damage. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. So now they stop having their weapons. And I'm gonna equip them. Wait, don't you talk to me. Your voice act, you're weird. And BD is medium armor, blaster rifle, actually melee weapons. I need something that's melee for him. Fully upgraded vibro sword. We don't have too many melee weapons for Spike. That's good enough for a stun. He's got a blaster rifle proficiency, so I might as well go for it. DC 18 dexterity damage, they should say how much dexterity it damages. It's probably just 1. I wouldn't expect more than that because you're doing it over and over again. A DC 18 is a pretty difficult check. So this guy doesn't have dual two-handed things. I'm gonna go with a 4 spike, and then we want the blaster rifle up here. Because I also want to choose what the best blaster rifle is. Like, for example, the Disruptor Rifle is really good. Attribute damage dexterity again on a DC 14. Stun 50% chance on a DC 10. That is very powerful. Heavy Mining Laser, a 2d8. Very little critical threat. Blaster rifle fully upgradable down here. And we got the disruptor rifle. I'm gonna go with the disruptor rifle because both of those are fully upgradable. And we're not gonna use him anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And then for you, I have Zavrax Vibro Blade. And then on that side, I'll probably give you... Wait. Oh, it's a two-handed weapon, right? She doesn't have 2 hands. Luxor's Disruptor. Field Survival Pistol. Why is it called like that? That sucks. Okay, I think we're good. She doesn't need weapons. I think we're good. There is one last thing that we need to do. You might remember T3M4. And he needs to be upgraded as well. He needs to be equipped. Okay. So, let's start with armor. He's got Droid Impact Armor Mark III. That is, unfortunately, Class 3, and it is not good. We also have Droid Modular Plating and Impact Plating. Not too shabby. We have +1 Dexterity over here on Droid Mesh Plating. I will actually go with that. This allows him to have extra upgrades. Let's actually consider that. It's a +6, so that it really doesn't matter. This thing is a Class 1, and it's got the same defense. It's unbelievable. Oh, game bugged out, and my nose is itchy. Attack modifier +1, awareness +2, awareness +3, demolitions +1, dexterity +1. Let's actually go with that. It's not attack modifier, which is effectively like a dexterity +2, except for not for defense. Sad Kreia needs 2 hands. She needs it. Well, she just needs the one that she's missing, but yes. And extra dexterity and extra defense bonus. That's nice, but it wouldn't be a thing. Oh, we got extra computer interface. Regenerate vitality points. I think he might have that already. So I don't need that thing. And then for shield... Is that shields? What are these things? What are they called? They're special weapons, right. For special weapons... Flamethrowers tend to be the nice things. Ion strikers. The stunners. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the stunner. Neural pacifier, that's really powerful. And we got the shock arm. What exactly does that do? It's just a damage thing. The shock arm is just an attack weapon. It's just an attack weapon. Why wouldn't you use it? A neural scrambler is better, though, than the other one. And the ion striker is probably what I'm going to go with. I thought... Yeah, with the flamethrower it does a lot of damage and also casts horror. Oh, except for high level. And it's not very good. Let's go with the ion striker because I think it does extra damage. I use the infinite shock arm and you start with all the game. Yeah. It's not a bad thing. Oh, extra the ion over here. Wait. Oh, it absorbs. These are... Wait, these are actually... This is the only shield you have as a robot? Let's go with ion. Not that the other ones are bad, but let's go with them. And then we have mining lasers. We have Luxor Disruptor. Field Survival Pistol. Really rubbish weapons in general. He's basically not going to have any weapons, because I'm not going to fight with him. So there we go. We're good. Okay. Finally. My god, let's go. Let's do this. I mean, let's now disassemble all the weapons. Don't scare me, game. I know you like doing that. Scaring me, I mean. Let's go to big city. First off, let's break down items. This is the first time I'm doing it. So I don't even know what it means. View breakdown items. There's a lot of stuff in here. You can break down your upgrades as well? Just trying to see if there's anything here that I know I'm using. I believe there's not. Okay, so quarterstaff, breakdown, longsword. It's a nice weapon. It was made by me. I'll actually keep it. Fully upgraded vibro sword, vibro cutter, not good. Vibro blade, not good. Zabrak vibro blade, keep. Mining lasers, break them down. Field survival pistol, fully upgraded, upgradable. It's really bad. Luxus disruptor, not upgradable. It's unstoppable damage, but it's not being upgradable is pointless. Break it down, yo, yeah. Bowcaster, not upgradable, don't need it. Argas Dan Riot Bluster. I don't even know what that is. It's a blaster rifle for sonic damage. Oh yeah, that's pretty interesting. I'll keep it. And then we have a repeating blaster carbine. I don't think that's necessary. It's probably good for... It doesn't say that it adds any extra attacks per round. So it doesn't matter. Heavy mining laser. Nope. Advanced mining laser. And fully upgraded blaster rifle. It's only the one, so that's pretty good. And then armor. This armor is light. +5 maximum dexterity is pretty nice. That's heavy. Okay. Destroy the Dura Steel heavy armor. Because we have the Mandalorian heavy armor. We don't need that. We're going to keep... Oh, we have 2 Ekani battle armors. We're going to keep only the one. Survey gear for extra awareness. And resist versus Sonic. I don't think I'm gonna need that. A skeleton once tried to perform Shabani says, a skeleton once tried to perform a percussive symphony with only his ribcage. While some people called him instrumental, he showed them all he was playing a xylophone. Xylobone. Dual heavy blaster pistols with rapid shot is the most powerful attack in the blaster game, says Ghostface. Yeah, that sounds... Actually, that... Yeah, I don't think I have heavy blaster pistols. I did have a heavy blaster rifles. But yeah, breath mask, that is immunity, so it absolutely keep that. The shielding visor, defense bonus +1. That's interesting, actually. I think I gave that to Atten for a while. The regal visor for extra persuade, that is special. And the Bothan sensory visor. I could swear I had that equipped already. This is why we can't have nice things. Not you. You. Bothan sensory visor. Okay. It's an extra one. I could destroy it. Bothans, they are the ones who died for information. I don't know. I could use it just in case, because it's one of those items that you... that really can come in handy, because it's plus demolitions and plus security. Gamorrean War Gloves, that's really interesting. Arcanian Energy Shield, I'll keep those. Energy Shield, I won't keep these. These are for... And the mining shields are also really bad. Thermal Shield, Immunity, or that's a shield generator, very important. Okay, so in terms of the shields themselves, I'll destroy some of them. I got 5 of them of each. You can't see the numbers, but it's fine. Bothans are the ones who died in the Star Wars movies. Yes. We got some interesting... Okay, so I think all of... maybe not all. This one. No, yeah, all of the droid stuff doesn't matter. This one might. Attack modifier +1. Awareness +2. Awareness +3. Plus demolitions. Self, yeah, that's interesting. Defense barrier. Oh, now we have the shields for the... that's not very good. Is it very good? It might. Let's only have 3. Deflector mark. Yeah, I don't need mark 1s if I have mark 2s. Energy collector. Wait. Oh, that's basically the same thing. Except for better, okay. And then flamethrower, definitely want that. Ion blaster. What is that? Ion blast mark 1. I think I have a mark 2. Ion striker. Stun 100% of the time, though. Neural pacifier, we're not going to need those. Toxin emitter. Paralyzed for 25% chance. That's really not good enough. Clothing. Nobody needs clothing in this ship. Atten's ribbed jacket. It's not bad at all. It adds all saving throws. Miner's uniform. Nope. Okay, so that's good. Usable. Not breaking them down. Miscellaneous. Can we break down parts? Apparently. I think I did that earlier in the game. I also have broken items. These are all upgrades. Okay. Space nudists, yes. I mean, not really, but... So... Create, that's the one. Okay. So what am I missing here? It's the security that I'm missing. So I can't make a whole lot of stuff. In fact, I can't make anything at all. I really thought I would be able to make upgrades, or upgrade items, but I can't. That doesn't matter. Because now we can upgrade all the things, really. So, in terms of ranged, we don't really need to worry about that. In terms of melee, we do, but let's focus on the armor. Dark Jedi robes. Regeneration 2. Immunity to cold a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Okay. And then we have the Sith battle suit. And, Synagogue war suit. Sith battle suit is the one that Atten has. Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. Extra resistance. Regeneration plus 2 in constitution and strength. Yeah, he needs a regeneration, actually. Rather than that particular. Defensive bonus plus 1. Save versus reflex and stealth. Defense bonus plus 2. Oof. Defense bonus plus 3. Minus 3 dexterity is brutal. We have stealth 6. Reflex 1. Dexterity plus 1. Yeah, I mean, stealth is nice, but we don't use that. It's a pain in the butt. So that's good. In terms of armor, that's done. Now, in terms of weapons, this is where things get complicated. There's a mod that... yeah, of course there is. Zabrak Vibroblade. Now, we don't know who has these. We don't know that. Okay, I can figure it out. Let's take Kreia and Bao-Dur. I believe it's Bao-Dur who has some of them. No, it's Kreia. Kreia's got Zabrak Vibroblade on one hand. And I don't want her to have a Zabrak Vibroblade on one hand. Because then I don't know whose Zabrak Vibroblade I'm upgrading when I'm upgrading things. How did you get so many Zabraks? That is a very good question. I don't know. I have zero clue, because I haven't been paying attention to the items, basically. And that sucks. I want to. I also don't know whose Zabrak Vibroblade this is, but we don't need to worry about that. Because I can switch them. It's all in my team. I'm only upgrading items that I will use. Attack modifier minus 1, but massive criticals, base damage bonus of 2, and damage bonus of weapon focus on vibration cell, weapon focus. Yeah, we could do 2 vibration cells and contoured grip. Attack modifier plus 1, damage penalty minus 1. Yeah, that's good enough. It's not ideal. So now the question is, did I remove... No, I did not. Wait, what? Right. So this one in particular cannot have that. It needs to have the enhanced energy cell. And that way, when I assemble it, I can use it. Right there. And then the other one, because it's on somebody who can use it, I think, I can upgrade it with vibration cell. Nope, it loses its thing. I think. Sonic discharge. I mean, she's good at using that. Let's go outside. I think, craft some more hilts, you say. I don't think I can. I don't believe I can craft hilts in that and that sort of stuff. I don't know how to do that. I think the basket hilt gives you a defense bonus that's pretty good, but it makes weapon unwieldy in the second hand. Yeah. How do I craft more things? Because it's not here. Not that I can see, anyway. Great items. Melee. And then vibro swords. Can we actually do anything about that? No, I could make them vibration cells, but we're not good at melee weapons, so we can't do that. And in terms of ranged weapons, I would need the pistols. Let's do it. Iron Mark III. Scope. Assemble. Is it still equipped? It looks like it is. Okay, I did a good thing. Is it this one? Scout Enforcer? Yes. Because it's not the Disruptor Rifle, so it's this one. It's on the workbench. It's only if you have a certain level in whatever associated skill, so you might have to swap out characters. Yeah, I need to have a workbench outside of this place. Because... swap out characters. Because yeah. But it's taken care of. It's taken care of now. Tell you what, that was a task that we did. Let's go. Spent the whole stream taking it. Not really taking the whole stream. Okay, Aten. Let's get out of this planet then. And go to Nar Shaddaa. Finally. I'm sorry it took so long. But you... Jabani, thank you for the follow, by the way.
The Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal Hutta, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go. Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot.
What's Nal Hutta?
It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nal Hutta's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me, we're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years.
You sound like you've been here before.
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice.
What's the refugee sector?
Not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians, and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy.
So there's a lot of ex-soldiers on Nar Shaddaa, huh?
Yeah. Some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers. So others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy.
How hard would it be to find a Jedi here?
It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa. Finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in. Or find you once you arrive.
How hard would it be to find it? No. How hard will it be to hide here?
Shouldn't be too hard. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in. Or find you once you arrive.
I think he repeated that last line. But maybe he repeated all the lines. I need to check that. Then let's take the Ebon Hawk in for a landing.
I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's gonna find us here.
Man. That's such a pretty landing place. That's a new ship. I haven't seen that before.
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While she walks upon the smuggler's moon, she is not
A little bit,
to be
Ghostface, yeah.
harmed. Observe her, track her, but do not eclipse her movements, or I shall eclipse yours.
Why must we watch? We have hunted them so long. Now we must wait?
You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Goto's head is filled with madness. Zug family hunt the galaxy, look for Jedi. Jedi finally comes here and we can no longer hunt? There is no sense to it. If you wish to live, you should respect Goto's wishes. The beautiful Jedi has run for years. She will not stay on this moon forever. Let the Zugs defy Goto, and after I've collected their bounty, I'll keep their heads as trophies. You best leave threats unspoken, Har. You were carried far from world of trees, maybe too far. I hear you not even collect life debt from little red-manned human female. She made full of you twice. If she had crossed Zugs, she would be very dead now. Goto or not, I will carve a bloody swath from your entire family. Zug, I swear it to you.
If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
It would be unwise to commit violence here. Goto's orders were clear. We are not to harm the beautiful Jedi while she walks on Nar Shaddaa. Unless we are attacked first, we are permitted to defend ourselves.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
This Jedi is different. Yes, there is a darkness in her. Goto told us to leave the Jedi alone. It is true, but he said nothing of the Jedi's companions. I did it! I recorded all the lines, maybe. Well enough.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Never have I been to a place so alive with the Force, yet so dead to it. The contrast is like a blade.
Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Towering buildings kilometers high and miles deep, with canyons so wide you could have a dogfight in them. Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours.
Are we going to be okay on this landing pad?
Sure, most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on. Well, I mean, not this one, but they all have the reputation, so we should be all right. I think.
Yebun Hawk looks a little exposed.
Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings. In fact, while we're here, we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system.
Are we going to, any problems in the docking? Any problems with the docking authorities?
No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of.
Is this the refugee sector that we talked about?
Yeah, in all its glory. Don't get your hopes up from what you see here, though. As soon as we hit the main sector, that's when the smell and the mobs can get pretty bad.
Looking forward to it. Let's move on.
All right, then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you.
If Zezkai L is here, I want to find him.
Finding a Jedi or anyone else touched by the Force here will be
Absolutely.
difficult. The mass of people,
They're such an interesting
the
pair.
rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult. But this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible.
I want to find more about this bounty on Jedi.
Well, that means finding either a bounty hunter, a ranking member of the Exchange, or someone willing to talk, none of which are too appealing. Bounty hunters in the Exchange are going to want to shoot you, and someone who is willing to talk to anyone, which means trouble.
The bounty is a waste of our efforts.
She's very
All
cryptic,
that
yeah.
matters is the Jedi. The intentions of the thugs of this moon are of no consequence.
It's up to you. There's bound to be someone in the sector willing to spill their guts for a credit or two.
I wouldn't mind getting some new equipment.
There should be a central trading hub up ahead. Their stock's probably not the best, but they may have some things worthwhile.
Also looking for a place to lay low.
Then just being here should be enough. People in the refugee sector don't tend to ask too many.
Not as bad as Baldur, no.
Be safe enough.
Let's see where our path takes us.
All right, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad!
I think it'll be fine here where it is.
It'll be fine where it is. Yeah, I guess you're right. And by right, I mean you're wrong. Telling me it'll be fine where it is. What, you think I'm stupid? I got another ship coming in, and unless you want that piece of junk's hull crushed flat, you better move it. Got it?
What other ship?
That's none of your business. All you need to know is that they're gonna be firing up their quad lasers if they find your ship squatting there when they arrive.
Get out of my way or they'll never find your body.
Yeah, well, don't let me hold you up then. You call the shots. But this is gonna be trouble. I can feel it.
I hope so. Okay, so the game was telling me specifically that I need to bring Atom and Kreia. But we got Visas, so we're bringing Visas with us. Mostly, lovely, dark side points gained. And journal updated as well. And Quello over here with his Boston accent. Anyway, landing rights. You managed to convince, I didn't really, the landing pad master, Quello, to let the Ebonhawk dock on the refugee sector landing pad. He said it would cause some trouble since another ship was scheduled to dock there. Okay. And, the thing is, Kreia, she talks to me telepathically. She doesn't need me to be... What the heck? Where did he go? Did he fall? He disappeared, didn't he? Okay. Well, I say fall. He did have wings, so maybe he flew away. Quello, more like Greylo, right? That was the worst thing. I didn't like that at all. Try the exchange line. That species is canonically resistant to force persuasion. Cool. I do force persuasion because it's evil as hell. But that's cool. That's cool that it is. What, do you think I'm stupid? I don't know how to do a Boston accent. Or whatever that is. I don't know American accents. So what do we have over here apart from a lot of trash? You wander too far, human. We warn you what happened, but your kind not listen. Break legs, maybe you not wander so far.
No, look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in.
Know your place, human. Your place is there, not here. Another human? What you look at? I look at somebody who doesn't even know how to talk their own language, apparently, because this is the translation of their language, and he translates poorly. Without the What's going on here? Exchange business, human. Not for your seeing unless you want to lose your eyes. Just try it, and we'll see who loses what. One human, not amusing fight. More than one human, a little better. Spill more blood. Oh, really? Well, let me kill you then. In fact, well, let's all kill you. I think you're gonna be fine. Let's both focus on kill. How fast is that guy gonna die? Oh, no. Why are you... Oh, you're parrying. Oh, yeah, he's dying a lot. Can you kill this guy instead? He dead.
More where that came from.
There is, for sure. Now I'm gonna kill you as well, because I can't leave evidence of my things. 1 credit! That guy had 1 credit.
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure.
I may still cripple you if... I may still cripple you if you prove useless to me.
If you save me to cripple me again, then you're worse than they are.
Nice! That's
do you
what I
want with
wanted.
me?
That's what I wanted, to be worse than they are. Let's see, I want to know who the thugs work for. Why were those thugs hunting you? Just shut up and get out of here. I was glad to help. Why were those thugs hunting you?
Well, they work for the Exchange, for a Quarren named Visquis. He's looking to step up in the Exchange. The only language the Exchange respects is money, so Visquis is trying to increase his profits by using the refugees here in Nar Shaddaa as a cheap labor force. We're only good to him as slaves and merchandise. He wants to keep us in one place, so he can control us. That's always been the way. Well, except lately.
What do you mean?
The Exchange has been clamping down on the refugee sector hard, and I've no idea why. They've started kidnapping people, hurting others, but there seems to be no reason to it.
Where can I find Visquis?
You don't. He comes to you. If he's got reason to. Either because you can help him out, or because you're making trouble. Either way, it's not a good thing.
Just shut up and get out of here.
Whatever your reasons, thanks.
Kreia? She didn't see it. She's not here. I am traumatized by having Kreia. Visas, did you like that? Did you like the dark side thing? The dark side. Feel it. Look at him. He's gonna look so old by the time we're done with everybody's dark side here. We're dark side is into town. So we got some refugees. 2 refugees.
Spare a few credits, friend.
What would a dark side person do when somebody asks for credits? Actually, not even asks. It's just like orders you. Spare a few credits, friend? Rather than, would you spare a few credits? Unfortunately, I can't be super evil and bad. Or funny, actually. I'm more interested in the rob them. Yes, more interested in the lines of just being goofy, or not necessarily goofy, but like being, you know, giving them lip. You know what I mean? Just like, hi, just come here and I'll punch you in the gut or something. Of course, better than that, because I can't. I can, in exchange for some information.
All right. I don't know much beyond the refugee sector here, but I can share what I know.
Tell me about the refugee sector.
This sector's filled with...
I'm not going to pay him. I'm not going to pay him.
And even as far back as the Mandalorian Wars. Refugees and war veterans both. And anyone else who was rendered homeless by the war. The Jedi destroyed planets across the galaxy. And here's where the wreckage ended up.
The Jedi did... Oh, I can defend the Jedi, apparently. Refugees both... The Jedi destroyed planets across the galaxy, and here's where the wreckage ended up. That's a cool thing. Did something show up behind my head? I don't think it did. I mean, it's not showing up anymore now. Why are the refugees here?
A lot of space lanes cross at Nar Shaddaa, and once here, it's hard to move on. Even fighter pilots from the war can't get work at the docks. The freighter crews are full up. There's no work here and no way out. Unless you want to become a hired muscle for the exchange, or work in a Hutt slave camp.
I'm looking for a Jedi Master by the name of Zez-Kai-El.
Jedi Master? There aren't any Jedi Masters in the galaxy.
Oh, the Dark Boy. It doesn't show how many.
This is a cesspit.
Just shows
the
some.
exchange and the Hutt stabbing.
Oh, right. I see what you mean.
But you know, I
It
did
does
hear
show.
something about a bounty on Jedi, though. Something
No,
the exchange posted. Doesn't matter, though. Aren't any more Jedi around, so no one's going to be collecting that bounty.
I could tell I am a Jedi. Yeah, let's say that. Let's see what that goes. I am a Jedi.
You're lying. You're mad. A Jedi wouldn't come to the... You're no Jedi. You're something else. I can tell it just by looking at you.
Yes.
I don't know why you're here, but I fear for this place. And everyone on it. I have to go.
Okay. I didn't even get to ask the other things. Can I ask?
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few credits, maybe help another refugee in need?
Get out of here before I kill you.
Forgive me, stranger, please. I beg you, do not kill me.
We have cookies indeed.
Why did you do such a thing? Giving into your feelings over such a small matter. They would be better served elsewhere.
Kreia, why are you... Don't... Oh my god, Kreia, I didn't bring you with you so I could be all evil and you not lose reputation. Oh my god. Why would you do such a thing even? I think this is all a line of I think this is all a line of I think it's the first one, but I think I lost reputation with her. I'll have to reload. These small acts of cruelty bore me. To take money from others, to insult them, to threaten their lives.
And what would you rather do?
The first one, most likely. Korea, yeah. I command the Force, and yet these small cruelties are all life presents me with.
The Force binds all things.
Let's hope that
the
I
smallest
increase
push,
something.
The smallest touch sends echoes throughout life. These acts of cruelty may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see.
What do you mean?
Cruelty leads to suffering, and when one suffers, it is the way of life to spread suffering. The suffering within builds until its sound is all one hears.
What's gonna happen to the guy?
And when a kindness is offered, it is punished. And a greater darkness is served. From one act can come tremendous power when the echo has traveled as far as it can. Send a great echo, and power will come to you. The day shall come when you can test your strength, I promise you.
This pleases me greatly. The fact that Kreia didn't lose reputation with me, or... not really reputation. I didn't lose reputation with Kreia. And that somebody... That guy ended up dying, so it's all nice. And somebody maybe died. It's the murder and death. Ultimately, the dialogue was mostly just an expression of Kreia being like... The Force, it sort of acts in special ways where the dark side begets the dark side.
And what did she want?
Just answers to some
I
questions.
think I know her.
Asked about a Jedi Master of all things.
Something dark side, yeah.
Interesting.
Wait a minute. Who's... Didn't he die? Or was that a vision from the future? She looked like a bounty hunter. I don't know about you, but that hair tells everything about one's life. Excuse me. Oh. Okay.
I hear you.
Open that. Your glasses are good for this. We have credits. Very nice. And we have shops. Or what looks like shops anyway. And this is the other garage. Oh! We got a workbench over here. This is good because I think I need workbenches like these to be able to create items. We got an Arcanian energy shield, adrenal stamina. Yeah, we don't use our staminas all that much. There's a robot back there looking at me with scary ways. An airspeeder navigation interface. What in the world is that even? A quest item. This navigation control interface is intended to be compatible with most current airspeeder models. I think that might be for races. So,
I hear you.
yeah, let's see if you can make anything here. So if you create... Yeah, with him I have the ability to make more things. Because I can't make these things. But I can't make, like, armor upgrades or anything. I can, actually. They start off as other. Oh. This is really good news. We have a lot of parts, a lot of components. But look at the component cost. 292. Wow. So there is a real incentive for you to just save all of your components. Because I destroyed a lot of my weapons, if not all of my weapons. I think I'm going to get some really sweet equipment if I just don't use the upgrade function and just, you know, use M3 or T3M. Oh. I am TT32 and the 30-second maintenance assistance model to be employed by my master. How may I assist you? The 30-second model. Oh yes, the previous 31 models employed by Master Tien have met explosive ends or have shut down. It is not Master Tien's fault, however. He is simply forgetful due to his age and failing eyesight. I am proud to have lasted this long. Explosive ends. Yes, many accidents have occurred here in the garage, and sometimes when equipment is used improperly, damage to droids or to the... But please ignore the carbon scoring on the walls. The accidents are infrequent, and Master Tien is truly a craftsman. Uh-huh. Okay, I'm looking to buy some equipment then. I'm afraid all transactions must be cleared through Master Tien. Is there any other way I may be of assistance? You can assist me by getting out of my way. You jerk. Who are you even? I was talking about things. Or where are you even, rather, not who. Oh, my character is having trouble figuring out spatial navigation. Computer spike, really nice. Tien Tub. And TT32. And that's our ship over there. Hopefully it doesn't get stolen again, because my ship has been getting stolen a lot. All of my... It's bad. It's bad. Tien. Where did I leave that hydro spanner? Hey, who's that? Is someone in front of me? Raise your chin 5 degrees and rotate your head 15 degrees to your right, Master Tien. Ah, darkness has fallen upon my eyes. A curse of age. What brings you here, visitor? Welcome to Tien's shop. My eyes are all old, but I can see you want something of me. What is this place? What is this place? It is the finest vehicle repair shop this side of the moon is what it is.
Big Ears here might know someone who can change the Ebon Hawk's ID signature. Could be useful for avoiding notice.
Oh, what is this Big Ears compliments will not get you a discount. Let's try that again. Hey, what is this Big Ears? Compliments will not get you a discount. Ghostface, Colonel, do you have a contact on YouTube? I do indeed. You can absolutely do that. I'd be interested in reading and giving you some feedback. But there's an email on my YouTube About page. You go there and you can find it easily. Can you change a ship's ID transponder codes? Could I? Will I? Not legal. Frowned upon by government people with Bothan stunners. Bad troubles for Tien. Well, I can pay you for your time. It is not a matter of payment, it is a matter of equipment. Transponder cards are permanent once written. I have none. I would need the new transponder card you wish to use, or a blank card and an ID signature. Bring me this and we can discuss payment. Okay. Any parts or equipment I can buy? Yes. Maybe this is the better way to get some high-level upgrades. Hiccups. Tien is cool, but I hate how shiny the model is. The model is super scary. I don't like it. Ooh, I can sell equipment. Freaking hell. It turns out I shouldn't have done what I did. There is a way to sell equipment. This item is worth more than 250 credits. Do you still wish to sell? I thought it was 935. What do you mean 250? How do I tell that? Oh, no. It's telling me that because it's the sell system. Right. We got a lot of crystals here. A lot of grenades. That we tend not to use too much. A lot of minor frag grenades as well. Should I sell all the frag grenades? I think I should. Then we have some nice upgrades. Yeah. Don't ever sell crystals or upgrades. Gotcha. Do you want to know cheats or duplication tips? No, not really. It's not really. I'm not trying to min-max or anything. Sell droid stuff till you get HK-47. I destroyed all the droid stuff. I didn't sell any. I destroyed it. And okay. Hey, Tien. Hey, I see a shape. Is someone there again? Welcome to Tien's shop. My eyes are old, but I can see you want something of me. Yeah, nothing. Okay. So that's it. Excuse me, one thing before you go. I was wondering if I might prevail upon you for a favor. It has come to my attention that my predecessor wasn't carelessly destroyed by Master Tien. What happened to him? After the last incident here in the garage, he was scrapped. He was then picked up by a junk dealer, a mechanical cannibal by the name of Coden. Filthy beast, large tusks, very unpleasant. Well, a droid is property. Indeed we are, but we are not scrap if we still function, and this droid is still of use. What would you like me to do? I was wondering if you might be able to get him back. Not for sentimental reasons, mind you. The utility droid in question has some plans of Master Tien stored in its memory core. The plans are really quite necessary to be retrieved. Plans? What plans? Oh, I'm not at liberty to say. They are really quite sensitive. Suffice to say that they are necessary. Maybe you better tell me if you want to see that droid again. Well, I believe them to be Master Tien's schematics for some new prototype droid shield. Quite fascinating, really. One of his rare moments of genius. I fear we will need the schematics if we intend to stay in business. Master Tien has fallen on hard times. If I can get a free version of that part once it's built, then I'll do it. Oh, thank you. I knew you were a helpful sentient as soon as my photoreceptors focused on you. If you receive my predecessor's memory core, or retrieve, then I would be most appreciative. What does the droid look like? It's a small astromech droid, brown, a little battered, but quite loyal and dutiful. Its designation is IT-31. Where can I find Coden? He works out in the main hub here in the refugee sector. He should have a graveyard of poor droids around him. Please be careful, as Aqualeash go. Coden is really a rather nasty specimen. There's 2 seasons. Great. Oh, you're talking about a show. Buck Rogers, yeah. I'll be going now. How will I be evil in this? Well, dark side, anyway. I mean, I'll be getting something for free. It's not really for free, though. Because I'll be doing the work. So it's just I'll be getting payment. But that's going to be that for this stream. My back hurts. I spent so long dealing with my items, and I'm not really sure if it was a good decision. So that's gonna be that for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. Today's Tuesday, so I'll be streaming again in let's see, let's write this, stream 8. There we go. I'll be streaming again in 2 days time, and it's already 1:30 in the morning for me, and I still have to edit a video for tomorrow and upload it, and I'm gonna be going to bed late, as I often do. But yeah, I need to go. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you very much for all the fun discussions and comments and all that, and thank you for sticking around. I will see you in 2 days, same time. Stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye.